Cuando recibe a los Rockies en un duelo divisional. Somos Grandes Ligas. Este miércoles en vivo. Rockies.
Sácala del estadio como un GOAT con el bono de bienvenida de hasta 5,000 y vive una experiencia Codere.
Estamos de regreso con ustedes desde Dodger Stadium. Esta es la tropa que dirige el señor Craig Counsell. Ayer los Cachorros le ganaron a los Dodgers 16-0. Fue la victoria 800 como dirigente para Craig Counsell. Los Cubs lideran todo el béisbol en carreras anotadas, bases por bolas, impulsadas, extra bases, además del diferencial de carreras que es de más 41. Un equipo también que se destaca. Ante los envíos del derecho, Tyler Glasnow.
Vamos a ver qué versión nos va a presentar a Glasnow hoy, si fue la primera de la temporada contra Atlanta como local de 5 entradas o la última que tuvo contra Filadelfia el día 4 de este mes cuando se fue sin decisión, lanzó solamente 2 innings, 60 picheos, le hicieron 5 carreras todas limpias, un poquito de control también con 5 bases por. Debemos tener de Glasnow una mejor versión esta tarde.
La tercera entrada le negociaron pectazo. Cam Smith, 3.28 el promedio para Tucker, con 5 cuadrangulares y 18. a la parte baja de la primera entrada. Aquí está la tropa que dirige el señor Dave Roberts. 11 ganados. Y ayer perdió por primera vez en casa. Victorias. Ellos 9 ante los envíos, Luis, de Colin Ray.
Sí, que ha tenido 76 aperturas en su carrera de 97 partidos en los que ha jugado. Este año no ha abierto, es su primera apertura y le toca contra los Dodgers.
El año pasado, Ray vistió el uniforme de los cerveceros de Milwaukee. Comenzó con strike a Shohei Ohtani, 2.95 de promedio, con 4 cuadrangulares y 5 traídas al plato. Repertorio Joe Chacín, de todo.
Sí, tiene de todo. Curva es lo que menos lanza, pero ahí está, métela en el menú.
Por la parte de la izquierda, Ian Happ no pudo quedarse con ella. Kelly hace batería con Ray. Bush en primera. Nicholson en el campo corto. Vimos a Happ en el izquierdo. Crow Armstrong está en el jardín central y Kyle Tucker en el jardín derecho.
Una defensiva.
Europa League, el jueves 17 de abril, por ESPN.
Le hicieron 7 carreras y le conectaron 4 cuadrangulares, 2 y 2.
Ya se le olvidó.
Sí. De nuevo, otro souvenir. Sí. Que menos está para quedarse con la pelota es quien finalmente se queda con ella.
Eso sí, Ernesto, ha abierto 4 veces en su carrera contra los Dodgers de Los Ángeles. Le han hecho 21 carreras limpias en 29 y 2 tercios para una victoria y una derrota.
Este es el partido 176 de Ohtani con el uniforme de los Dodgers. Un OPS de 1028 con 63 bases robadas. A ver. ¿Lo ayuda en algo? No, mirando solamente. Ponche para Ohtani. Hay un out.
Si le pide traducir el picheo, yo se lo traduzco. Eso fue una recta de 95 millas por hora.
De hecho, Ernesto, Luis Alfredo, a Colin Ray lo conocen muy bien los Cachorros. No nada más porque estuvo en Milwaukee, como decías el año pasado. En el T también jugó con los Cachorros y de ahí se fue a Milwaukee antes de partir a Japón.
Europa League, el jueves 17 de abril, por ESPN.
Por enfrentarlo seguido también.
¿Tú crees, Memo, que pudo haber tenido algo que ver? Tiene saque la cuenta para Mookie Betts, afuera con la recta. 3 cuadrangulares, 8 remolcadas, 2.86 de promedio para Betts. Dime, Luis.
Con Milwaukee tuvo en el 2024 su mejor récord en victorias, en juegos, en aperturas de calidad, en innings lanzados, en ponches.
Recta y recta, para Betts. 2 y 2 la cuenta. Ohtani ponche en su primer turno. Tommy Edman está en el círculo de espera. Cuenta llena ahora.
Ese slider es más un sweeper que un slider. En sus inicios con Milwaukee, los partidos que ganó, como mencionábamos. Creo que las gráficas las hizo Caleb.
Y le debe de haber dolido a Caleb. Fanático número 1 de los cerveceros de Milwaukee. De hecho, llevó a su recién nacido al partido contra los Yankees de Nueva York en Nueva York, la paliza aquella de los cerveceros, o de los Yankees a los cerveceros.
Dilo bajito.
La paliza de los Yankees a los cerveceros.
¿Y será posible entonces que también Caleb acabe en Chicago con los Cachorros?
No,
¿verdad? Ahí sí no.
no. Dos bolas sin strike para Tommy Edman. 6 cuadrangulares, 14 remolcadas. Que fue el MVP de la serie de campeonato de la Liga Nacional la pasada temporada. ¿Y contra quién es hoy? Contra los Cachorros. ¡Ay, qué bueno! Edman tiene 6 cuadrangulares en sus últimos 6 juegos contra el equipo de Chicago. Si nos vamos al 22, o mejor dicho, agosto del 2022, Edman a los Cachorros le batea 339,8 para la calle. El contacto por primera, del 3-1, se va. Edman, 3 batearon, 3 fuera de circulación. Después de una entrada en este domingo de Grandes Ligas en Los Ángeles, Cachorros 0, Dodgers 0.
Desde Italia para México y el mundo.
Los goles de Santi Jiménez a través de ESPN y Disney+.
Las mejores promociones en Codere.
Regístrate y recibe 1000 más bono de bienvenida de hasta 5000.
Sabio espejo, dime una cosa. ¿Quién es realmente la más hermosa?
You jump really fast, you might survive the blast.
Right!
Jardine no es perfecto, no es Dios, no tomó las mejores decisiones.
El genio del fútbol, al burro del fútbol, es un cambio.
La falta de contundencia fue evidente, también actitud.
El América se quedó corto en el plano internacional, es una deuda de esta directiva y no está donde tiene que estar.
Equipo F, lunes a viernes, por ESPN y Disney Plus.
Esta transmisión es traída a ustedes por Caliente.mx. Entra ahora, regístrate y recibe de regalo 1,000 pesos. Caliente.mx, más acción, más diversión.
La primera entrada anoche. Bueno, ay. Michael Bush estuvo en la fiesta de carreras en el partido que los Cachorros ganaron 16-0.
El equipo ha conectado 22 cuadrangulares en la temporada. Los Dodgers tienen 29 y fueron superados hoy por los Angels, que llegaron a 30.
Elevado al jardín central. Edman se quedó con ella para el primer out.
Están atacando temprano a Glasnow. Apenas hizo 8 picheos.
Bush, quien acaba de ser retirado. Tuvo el tercer partido de su carrera, con 4. La recta allí. 4-4 en casa, el récord de los Cachorros, 6-3 de visitantes. Los Dodgers en casa, 7 ganados, 1 perdidos. Y fuera de Dodger Stadium, 4-4. Veneno para Swanson, que ahora tiene cuenta de una bola, 2 strikes. Hay que recordar, Luis Alfredo, Memo, y ustedes que nos sintonizan, que a Glasnow hay que llevarlo, pero con pinzas, despacio. El año pasado, por primera vez en su carrera, lanzó 134 entradas. Su mayor cantidad de entradas lanzadas fue en 2023 con los Rays y fue 120. Y hay que recordar que
y por otro lado, recordemos que cuando estaban con los Rays era una maquinita para administrar a lanzadores abridores, porque pasaban de la tercera vez enfrentando el orden al bate.
se mantiene en 2-2 la cuenta para Swanson. 4 años, 115 millones de dólares para Glasnow. El equipo tiene una opción para 2028. Nico Horner está en el círculo de espera. A ver. 3-2.
Se ha punchado 15 veces en 17 partidos. El año pasado se punchó 144 veces en 149 encuentros.
La falló. Oscar Hernández. Hay 2 outs. Detrás del plato está el señor Sean Barber, James Hoy en primera, DJ Rayburn en segunda y John Lipka por el lado de tercera. El anotador oficial es el ya conocido Ed Monson. $2.94 para Nico Horner. No tiene cuadrangular, tiene 9 remolcadas. Horner no hizo el viaje a Tokio para la serie contra los Dodgers. Se quedó en Arizona completando rehabilitación.
Dijo, yo no voy a Japón.
En una bola y un strike. Elevado por la parte de la derecha de nuevo. El chino ha retirado a los primeros 6 que ha enfrentado Tyler Glasnow. 0-0 Cachorros y Dodgers. El chino primero en el orden cuando regresemos.
Este programa es presentado por combos de Team Burger. Sencilla por $119 y doble por $149. Solo en Carl's Jr.
Play Do It, el casino de altura. Puedes ver deportes en vivo, ganar con el pago anticipado. Con Play Do It, vuela alto, apuéstale, papá.
Devotion for Man by Dolce & Gabbana.
Atención a todos. Último llamado. Los vuelos con destino a la postemporada están próximos a salir. Será un viaje extenso, con algunas complicaciones, pero muy placentero.
Se vienen los play-in y playoffs. Un viaje que nadie se quiere perder. Desde el 15 de abril, en el plan premium de Disney Plus.
Guardando toda proporción, se va a recordar en algunos años el juego de Anselmo. Parece que te dejó tu mujer, que te robaron a los perros. No es personal, no fue contra ti.
¿Cuándo de acuerdo antes del programa?
No, para nada. No.
Fútbol picante. Enchílate todas las noches por ESPN y Disney Plus.
ESPN Knockout por las señales de ESPN y Disney Plus.
Es momento para los pequeños gigantes del béisbol. Y del 21 al 26 de abril tienen una cita en el diamante, MLB Cup por ESPN y Disney Plus.
Esta transmisión es traída a ustedes por caliente.mx. Entra ahora, regístrate y recibe de regalo 1,000 pesos. Caliente.mx, más acción, más diversión.
We are the Thunderbolts!
Combos de Team Burger. Sencilla.
De Colin Ray. 6 hits tuvieron ayer los Dodgers. 2 de esos 6 cortesía del chino. Subió su promedio a 300. Tiene 5 cuadrangulares con 16. Ray retiró en orden la primera de los Dodgers.
Ha destrozado a los zurdos de Oscar Hernández. Le batea 450 a los zurdos, apenas 2.25 contra los derechos. Tremenda ubicación.
Wow. 2-2 para Oscar Hernández. Los promedios de bateo más altos esta temporada con 2 strikes. Will Smith, 364. Nick Castellanos, 333. Y el chino, 323.
El chino, que tiene 16 remolcadas, empata con Kyle Tucker y Jason Chourio como líderes en la Liga Nacional.
Conforto y después Will Smith. Tercer ponche que otorga Colin Ray. Se va Oscar Hernández. Hay un out.
Oscar Hernández, que está a 3 cuadrangulares de llegar a 200 en su carrera.
Y a la defensiva también ha lucido Oscar, ¿no? Sin ir muy lejos ayer.
Ajá.
Obviamente lo que vimos en todos lados fue el atrapadón de Andy Pages robando un gran slam ahí en el jardín central. Pero Oscar, extraordinario, ante un batazo de Justin Turner.
El primer imparable del partido. No esperó mucho tiempo allí. Michael Conforto lo depositó en el central. Con Conforto en la inicial, viene ahora el receptor Will Smith. Un comienzo de temporada para Will Smith, 3.24 de promedio, y va a seguir subiendo. A devolverla Crow Armstrong, el disparo va a tercera al corredor. Siempre pendiente de su coche en tercera, alejado de la almohadilla.
Y hay un detalle, y es cuando sale el bate partido, sabe que no lleva mucha fuerza y va a tomar el riesgo, pero el disparo de Crow Armstrong no fue malo.
¿Cómo cambia, Luis?
Perfecto.
Amenazan los Dodgers aquí. Un out, corredores en las esquinas. A batear Max Muncy. No ha tenido, un buen comienzo de temporada Muncy. Ahora el oeste de la Liga Nacional está que arde, Los Padres de San Diego, invictos en casa, 10-0. Juego y medio de diferencia sobre los Gigantes. 2 sobre los Dodgers. Hablando de los Padres, después de terminar aquí, los Cachorros se marchan para iniciar serie mañana contra los Padres. 2 bolas y un strike para Monsi. A ver. Cuenta nivelada.
No batea un cuadrangular desde el 15 de septiembre del año pasado contra Atlanta. En Atlanta.
Ahí. Va uno.
Will Smith tiene una base robada esta temporada. 9 bases robadas para los Dodgers. 4 son de Ohtani.
Se mantienen 2-2. La cuenta de Muncy.
Tiene apenas un hit en 7 turnos, con corredores en posición de anotar esta temporada.
Ha ponchado a 4 Colin Ray. Por esa vía se va Muncy. 2 outs.
¿Qué pasó allí con la recta de los 5 outs? 4 son por la vía del ponche.
Quique Hernández ahora. Nos toca un oficial detrás del plato. Igual que el domingo pasado. Viene el bateador, lo saluda. Si no sentencia el strike, dice dónde estuvo la ubicación de ese picheo. Bueno, esta ubicación va a poner a los Dodgers al frente. Sencillo remolcador para Quique Hernández. 1-0 sobre los Cachorros.
El rendidor Quique Hernández encuentra una pelota allí colgada, una parte adentro del rectángulo, una recta de 95 millas por hora.
Primera y segunda hora los corredores para los Dodgers. A batear Miguel Rojas. Anoche 16-0 la victoria de los Cachorros. Bueno, Miguel Rojas lanzó en la octava y en la novena. ¿Qué tal? Rojas allí en el montículo imitando a los lanzadores que menciona Luis Alfredo.
Fue tan extraño el juego de ayer que llegó 1-0 a la séptima entrada.
Ajá.
Y en un parpadeo ya estaba Miguel Rojas sobre la loma porque los Dodgers perdían 11-0 en la octava, o sea, en la siguiente entrada. Y lo curioso también, otra de las cosas curiosas y raras que pasó, cuando viene a lanzar Miguel en la octava, perfecto, ¿eh? A los 3 que enfrentó, imitando pitchers y lo que sea, los retiró. Y luego en la novena le cayeron a palos.
Porque lanzó el strike. Al jardín central. Se quedó con ella Crow Armstrong. Con sencillo remolcador de Quique Hernández después de 2 entradas. Los Dodgers superan a los Cachorros 1-0.
Las mejores promociones en Codere.
Regístrate y recibe 1000 más bono de bienvenida de hasta 5000.
Baby, tonight's like fuego. We party to the extremo.
Ritmo.
Baby, tonight's like fuego.
212 VIP Rosé.
And 212 VIP Black, the new elixir. Fragrances by Carolina Herrera.
Saludos de Cari Correa, acompáñanos en Sports Center con actividad de mexicanos en Europa. Edson Álvarez, Johan Vázquez y Memo Ochoa. Además, llegamos al final de la temporada regular en la NBA y queda todo listo para dar paso al play-in. Así que ya lo sabes, en todas las ediciones de Sports Center te queremos aquí.
En el cielo no se puede competir, por eso ellos prefieren volar en la pista. Si estás preparado para una experiencia a más de 350 kilómetros por hora, tienes que subirte a esta categoría. No te pierdas toda la temporada.
Hola, soy Pato Howard y los invito a ver toda la temporada 2025 de IndyCar Series por ESPN y Disney Plus.
Están ya en la final de la Copa del Rey, van punteando la Liga, viene la etapa más exigente. Este Barcelona está alcanzando su techo, vamos a ver qué tanto más lo pueden prolongar.
Entre más gana, entre mejor juega, el gran perdedor es Xavi. Básicamente con el mismo plantel, este equipo juega 10 veces mejor de lo que estaba jugando con el anterior entrenador.
Enfocados por ESPN y Disney Plus.
Esta transmisión es traída a ustedes por Caliente.mx. Entra ahora, regístrate y recibe de regalo 1,000 pesos. Caliente.mx, más acción, más diversión.
¿Qué jugador de los Dodgers dejó en el terreno a los Cachorros con cuadrangular en el juego 2 de la serie de campeonato de 2017 con la etiqueta MLB por ESPN? Corey Seager, Justin Turner, Cody Bellinger o Jock Peterson. Les damos la bienvenida a nuestra audiencia en los Estados Unidos a través de ESPN Deportes. Con Luis Alfredo Álvarez y Guillermo Celis les habla Ernesto Jerez. A ver por la parte de la derecha, Crow Armstrong. A lo profundo. Y no. Díganle que no esa pelota. Partido nuevo. 1-1 entre Cachorros y Dodgers. Primer cuadrangular de la temporada. Para el jardinero central de los Cachorros, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Por toda la raya del jardín derecho, uno de los lugares más cortos, pero llega de esta manera el empate inmediato.
¿Cómo le dio?
¡Sabroso!
En ESPN Deportes, Estados Unidos, finalizábamos con el Masters. Tuvieron que jugar desempate Justin Rose y Rory McIlroy. McIlroy fue quien terminó ganando y se va a poner, ya se puso de hecho. y Miguel Amaya. 333. Y qué mejor, ¿eh? Los Cachorros de Craig Counsell ven a los Dodgers en el cierre de la segunda tomar ventaja con sencillo remolcador de Kike Hernández. Y en la misma parte alta de la tercera, comenzando inning, el cuadrangular de Crow Armstrong.
No estaban persiguiendo ahora los picheos. Había hecho pocos lanzamientos entre las dos primeras entradas. 20 en total. 8 y 12 respectivamente. Y ahora esta parte baja de la ofensiva con paciencia lo está haciendo trabajar. Ya lleva 12 picheos en la entrada.
¿Le ayudo en algo? No, mirando solamente el segundo ponche que otorga Glasnow. Se va Matt Shaw. Hay un out.
Decía Luis Alfredo al principio que Glasnow vamos a ver hoy, ¿no? Y ahí está la respuesta. Las primeras dos entradas fue el Glasnow de su primera apertura aquí en casa. Y ahora estamos viendo al de Filadelfia, que ya lo habías dicho también, Ernesto, sufrió muchísimo en su salida anterior en contra de los Phillies. Aparentemente nunca se sintió cómodo en la loma y varias veces pidió que arreglaran el montículo. El clima también estaba muy mal, había mucha neblina, o sea, muchas condiciones, pero al final del juego Glasnow dijo, eso no lo voy a usar de pretexto, fallé en mi localización y ese fue el problema.
Con el quebrado allí, viene y se queda con ella. Joyita la defensiva de Tommy Edman. Hay 2 outs.
Bueno, este batazo es sumamente difícil porque viene completamente de frente. No hay un espacio allí como para entrar un poquito de lado con el guante. Mira, la carrera es directa hacia adelante. Y al final tiene que dar un poquito a un lado para quedar en una mejor posición para tomar esa pelota.
Ya demostró Tommy Edman, que a él lo que hay que hacer es buscarle un puesto. Y él va a rendir. Te puede jugar los Jardines, te puede jugar el cuadro. Bueno, podemos decir eso también de Mookie Betts, de Enrique Kike Hernández. Miguel Rojas te puede jugar varias posiciones en el cuadro también, digo, y hasta lanzar. Regularmente vemos en el jardín central, allí está Andy Pages.
Pero Edman es el descubrimiento más importante que ha hecho el equipo de los Dodgers desde el año pasado. Hablabas de cuántos Kike Hernández hay. Bueno, cuántos Tommy Edman hay también, que te puede jugar en cualquier posición, te batea.
Cuenta nivelada para Tucker. En una bola y un strike. Ataca precisamente Mookie Betts. Del 6 al 3. Termina la entrada antes Pete Crow Armstrong. Ilusión. Pasión. Cachorros. Una Dodgers. Una Othani. Mookie Betts y Tommy Edman. Cuando regresemos.
Guardando toda proporción, se va a recordar en algunos años el juego de Anselmo. Parece que te dejó tu mujer, que te robaron a los perros. No es personal, no fue contra ti. Cuando
de acuerdo antes del programa.
No, para nada. No.
Fútbol picante, enchílate todas las noches por ESPN y Disney Plus. Para levantar la Stanley Cup, hay que atravesar un camino frío, lleno de muchos desafíos, porque en este punto de la temporada se necesita hielo en las venas para seguir en carrera. A partir del 19 de abril, los playoffs de la NHL se viven en el Plan Premium de Disney Plus.
compadre, mejor lleva tu adrenalina a las alturas.
Juégale en Play Do It.
Bienvenido a la cima.
Donde juegan los mejores. Y como dice un buen amigo, apuéstale, mi rey.
Y Disney Plus Premium.
Esta transmisión es traída a ustedes por caliente.mx. Entra ahora, regístrate y recibe de regalo 1,000 pesos. Caliente.mx, más acción, más diversión.
Contra los Dodgers y todos los demás esta temporada, los Cachorros. Récord, a pesar de ese 16-0. 9-4 contra los demás. Anotan más. Comenzó OTHANI con strike. Va de 1-0. El videojuego. Ponche en su primer turno.
Hoy volvieron a perder los Yankees con San Francisco. 5-4 la pizarra final. Perdió Rodón. 1-3 su récord ahora.
La pelota en dirección hacia el izquierdo. Eso es guante de oro por allí con Ian Happ. Hay un out. Mañana los Dodgers inician serie de 3 partidos aquí en casa contra los Rockies de Colorado. Primera ocasión esta temporada que enfrentan a rival divisional. Ponche también para Betts, la primera vez que enfrentó a Rey. Una bola y un strike ahora. Decíamos que Nico Horner no hizo el viaje a Japón. Bueno, Mookie Betts hizo el viaje a Japón, pero regresó a Estados Unidos en esa serie. Se enfermó
y dijo, yo regreso.
Perdió
a Nico Horner. ¿Dónde está él?
A ver, peligro, atención. Wow. El que la va a devolver es Armstrong. Nada muy difícil, tanto para Horner como para Tucker. Da la impresión que se pudo haber pasado un poquito Memo Tucker.
Sí, me parece que la de entrada la midió mal, ¿no? Era el que mejor posibilidad tenía de atrapar porque es el que viene de frente, ¿no? A diferencia del segunda base que va hacia atrás y del jardinero central que está muy...
Y el factor Horner también.
Sí, la pelota le dio en el guante. Una bola y un strike, su cuenta. Van a ser las 5 de la tarde en Los Ángeles. Mire la diferencia en el plato. Después, desde el montículo. La malla 333. Y qué mejor, ¿eh? Los cachorros de Craig Counsell ven a los Dodgers en el cierre de la segunda tomar ventaja con sencillo remolcador de Kike Hernández. Y en la misma parte alta de la tercera, comenzando inning, el cuadrangular de Crow Armstrong.
No estaban persiguiendo ahora los picheos. Había hecho pocos lanzamientos entre las dos primeras entradas. 20 en total. 8 y 12 respectivamente. Y ahora esta parte baja de la ofensiva con paciencia lo está haciendo trabajar. Ya lleva 12 picheos en la entrada.
¿Le ayudo en algo? No mirando solamente el segundo ponche que otorga Glasnow. Se va Matt Shaw. Hay un out.
Decía Luis Alfredo al principio que qué Glasnow vamos a ver hoy, ¿no? Y ahí está la respuesta. Las primeras dos entradas fue el Glasnow de su primera apertura aquí en casa. Y ahora estamos viendo al de Filadelfia, que ya lo habías dicho también, Ernesto, sufrió muchísimo en su salida anterior en contra de los Phillies. Aparentemente nunca se sintió cómodo en la loma y varias veces pidió que le arreglaran el montículo. El clima también estaba muy mal, había mucha neblina, o sea, muchas condiciones, pero al final del juego Glasnow dijo, eso no lo voy a usar de pretexto, fallé en mi localización y ese fue el problema.
Con el quebrado allí, viene y se queda con ella. Joyita la defensiva de Tommy Edman. Hay dos outs.
Bueno, este batazo es sumamente difícil porque viene completamente de frente. No hay un espacio allí como para entrar un poquito de lado con el guante. Mira, la carrera es directa hacia adelante. Y al final tiene que dar un pasito a un lado para quedar en una mejor posición para tomar esa pelota.
Ya demostró Tommy Edman, que a él lo que hay que hacer es buscarle un puesto. Y él va a rendir. Te puede jugar los jardines, te puede jugar el cuadro. Bueno, podemos decir eso también de Mookie Betts, de Enrique Kike Hernández. Miguel Rojas te puede jugar varias posiciones en el cuadro también, digo, y hasta lanzar. Regularmente vemos en el jardín central, allí está Andy Pages.
Pero Edman es el descubrimiento más importante que ha hecho el equipo de los Dodgers desde el año pasado. Hablabas de cuántos Kike Hernández hay, bueno, cuántos Tommy Edman hay también, que te puede jugar en cualquier posición. Te batea.
Cuenta nivelada para Tucker. En una bola y un strike. Ataca precisamente Mookie Betts. Del 6 al 3. Termina la entrada antes Pete Crow Armstrong. Ilusión. Pasión. Cachorros, una Dodgers, una Othani. Mookie Betts y Tommy Edman cuando regresemos.
Guardando toda proporción, se va a recordar en algunos años el juego de Anselmo. Parece que te dejó tu mujer porque te robaron a los perros. No es personal, no fue contra ti.
¿Estuvieron de acuerdo antes del programa?
No, para nada. No.
Fútbol picante. Enchílate todas las noches por ESPN y Disney Plus.
Para levantar la Stanley Cup, hay que atravesar un camino frío, lleno de muchos desafíos, porque en este punto de la temporada se necesita hielo en las venas para seguir en carrera. A partir del 19 de abril, los playoffs de la NHL se viven en el Plan Premium de Disney Plus.
El defensa la pasa al portero.
Compadre, mejor lleva tu adrenalina a las alturas.
Juégale en Play Do It.
Bienvenido a la cima.
Donde juegan los mejores. Y como dice un buen amigo, apuéstale, mi rey. Play Do It. Entra a ganar.
La Liga MX está en ESPN. Todo puede pasar en la Liga MX. El miércoles 16 de abril, en exclusiva, San Luis, Toluca, por ESPN 2 y Disney Plus Premium.
Esta transmisión es traída a ustedes por caliente.mx. Entra ahora, regístrate y recibe de regalo 1,000 pesos. Caliente.mx, más acción, más diversión.
Contra los Dodgers y todos los demás esta temporada, los Cachorros. El récord, a pesar de ese 16-0 ayer, 5 carreras por juego, pero 9-4 contra los demás. Anotan más. Comenzó OTHANI con strike. Va de 1-0. El videojuego. Ponche en su primer turno.
Hoy volvieron a perder los Yankees con San Francisco. 5-4 la pizarra final. Perdió Rodón. 1-3 su récord ahora.
La pelota en dirección. Mañana los Dodgers inician serie de 3 partidos aquí en casa contra los Rockies de Colorado. Primera ocasión esta temporada que enfrentan a rival divisional. Ponche también para Betts, la primera vez que enfrentó a Rey. Una bola y un strike ahora. Decíamos que Nico Horner no hizo el viaje a Japón. Bueno, Mookie Betts hizo el viaje a Japón, pero regresó a Estados Unidos. No vio acción en esa serie. Se enfermó
y dijo, yo regreso.
Perdió
a Nico
15 días.
Horner. ¿Dónde está él?
A ver, peligro, atención. Wow. El que la va a devolver es Crow Armstrong. Nada muy difícil, tanto para Horner como para Tucker. Da la impresión que se pudo haber pasado un poquito, Memo, Tucker.
Sí, me parece que la de entrada la midió mal, ¿no? Era el que mejor posibilidad tenía de atrapar porque es el que viene de frente, ¿no? A diferencia del segunda base que va hacia atrás y del jardinero central que está muy pues el factor sol también, ¿no?
Sí.
Y el
le dio en el
factor
guante.
Horner también.
Sí, la pelota le dio en el guante. Inclusive cuando él permiso. Va de 1-0 Tommy Edman. Una bola y un strike su cuenta. Van a ser las 5 de la tarde en Los Ángeles. Mire la diferencia allí en el plato y después
Oracle on Cardinal Prime committed. Bottom four coming up. It'll be Conforto, Smith, and Muncy in a 1-1 game.
Mookie Betts. Ha! You should be working with the best accountant. And that's me.
Thanks, but I've been working with my guy since my time in Boston.
Is he willing to fight for his clients?
Oh, he can fight.
Does he have a strong team around him?
He's got plenty of muscle.
Well, does he know how to maximize your return?
He sees things other people don't see.
Like dead people?
His resume is elite.
You're an escaped convict trained by mob accountants. Your clients are drug cartels, money launderers.
Does that make you nervous?
Maybe I should see if he can do my taxes.
I don't see that happening.
The Accountant 2, Udar, April 25th.
Hey, before you go, would you give me a little it's fine. I'll just sign it myself.
When migraine strikes, do you question the trade-offs of treating? Ubrelvy is another option. It works fast, and most have migraine pain relief within 2 hours. You can treat it anytime, anywhere. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur hours to days after. Side effects include nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Ubrelvy.
Did they just hop from a baseball game to a show on Max without leaving DirecTV?
It's like all their apps and channels are connected.
Oh, it's all connected. Shows, movies, sports, cooking shows. Oh my God.
Is she talking to us?
Tell me, how does DirecTV put all your favorite stuff on one home screen? Uncanny content suggestions based on your watch history? Or mind control?
Were you recently electrocuted?
A better way to watch whatever you want to watch. Well, I, for one, am intrigued.
The NCAA Gymnastics Championships.
This is the best gymnastics I've seen all season.
Who will rise up and be crowned champion? April 17th and 19th on the networks of ESPN and ABC.
Back here at Dodger Stadium with Dodger manager Dave Roberts. What are you seeing in Tyler Glasnow so far tonight?
I think the stuff's good. I think the curveball's sharp. The slider's good. Fastball has life. I thought, it was a good test after PCA hit the homer, gives up the walk to Kelly, resets, gets Tucker to ground out. I think right now he's in a good group. Pitch count's in a good spot, too.
You told us before you love having Tommy Edman on this team. Why?
He's a baseball player, and Buster, it's like he's one of those guys that every single night he does something, some facet of the game to help you win, and that play in center field was a prime example. Takes good at bats, run.
Dodgers got their only run in the second inning on a Kike Hernandez RBI. This is going to go foul. Yep, Jason Varitek. You know the other?
3-2. And the other, I do not.
Ed Vosberg.
Ed Vosberg.
Those were the three that did it. Conforto strikes out.
It's all the same, business and baseball. The data gives you the framework in which to go out and compete. Making those key decisions at key moments and then knowing the impact, that's the magic.
Sage is helping business leaders like Hal Ripken Jr. make smarter, faster decisions.
Colin Ray now taking advantage of that shadow. He has got 5 strikeouts in this game here in the bottom of the 4th inning. He has gotten Ohtani, he's gotten Betts, he struck out Teoscar, he got Max Muncy, and now Conforto. And he's ahead 0-2 to Will Smith, who singled his first time up.
It's just a veteran presence on the mound, Colin Ray. He knows that he's limited on his pitch count. He's been almost uber aggressive, attacking the strike zone.
He spent some time in Japan, too. This was not just your typical, not that there is a linear journey to the major leagues for anybody, but he went over to Japan and pitched.
Got a lot of repetitions right there.
Wow! I think it's going off.
Tell you what he had. The ninth one.
In a sense, surprising the hitter, not being able to identify the pitch that's coming. Brad Keller was about to warm up, and that one's up the middle, backhanded, and that's the defense of the Cubs. Up the middle, pretty play, Nico Horner.
That's the defense. That's Armstrong.
Really easy. This is to your point, Eduardo. He's kind of waiting to see if Dansby cuts it off. Oh, no, I'll just take it. Backhand, flip it over there. Highly difficult play.
What a luxury that Craig Counsell has with his defense up the middle. Curveball in for strike one.
It's the thing about major league players. You know, guys like that with that skill set, it's almost imperceptible if you're watching that. It's so good.
Yes.
And they make it look so easy.
Yeah, you can take it for granted, especially if you're watching it every day like Counsell does. But he's not in the position to take it for granted. He's so grateful for it. Now they shift against Muncy. Batting order. Trying to...
it's off.
And that right there was a typical Max Muncy take. You watched him watch that ball all the way into the glove of Carson Kelly, and now he's got himself in a good count, 3-1. And he held up, and that's a walk for Muncy. And that's just the first walk of the night for Ray.
Still jumpy. You saw him right there with that take, pitch up and away.
You're talking about that up the middle defense. You're watching some of those plays by Pete Crow Armstrong in center, what Dansby can do in the hole.
Believe me, when it comes to investing, you'll love Carl's Way. Take a left here, please.
But there's a...
Carl's Way is the best way.
Is it? At Schwab, how I choose to invest is up to me.
Exactly. I can invest and trade on my own.
Yes, and I let them manage some investments for me, too.
Let's move on, shall we?
No can do.
I'll get out here.
Where are you going?
Schwab.
Schwab.
Schwab, a modern approach to wealth management.
Our world-famous Baja Chipotle sauce. Listen, that's the Baja Chipotle talking. Well, it's actually me talking, but you know what I mean. Find your fresh with the new Baja Chipotle collection at Subway.
Liberty Mutual is all shops about this. We save hundreds by bundling our home auto insurance.
Hey, kid. It's pronounced Bibberty. Bibberty. She's looking very mature.
Hey, that's enough, you two.
Hey, I'm the one acting on my total beating.
She's too.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty.
Making my way downtown, walking fast. Faces pass and I'm homebound.
Opponent scoreless, last 3 outings. To him, he had that single in the RBI to put the only one of the night on LA. Cubs bullpen has also been very good this year.
Putting that helmet deep.
Okay, fouls it off. Just to back that statement about how good they've been. 080 runs allowed per game this year, a 2.17 overall ERA for the Cubs men. And given the blowout nature of last night and the fact that Rojas gave him 2 good innings, both high leverage guys in each bullpen available tonight. That's nasty. Keller sweeps Kike away. Well, actually, he didn't sweep him away. He's still in the batter's box. Got to brush him off. It's 1-1. We will hear from Miggy Rojas with a microphone when we come back.
Coop, you're fired.
I need to know how long I can float on what I got.
Alimony, child support, 2 houses, cars. 6 months, tops.
It was just a quick fix to pay some bills.
He's just going through something.
Get out of there!
I was wrong about all the rules. It turns out there are no rules.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. We use money as a tool to help all the people we hold in our hearts. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we care about. At Thrivent, we help you plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because the most important thing isn't what you're planning for, it's who. Thrivent, where money means more.
The cantina chicken menu, but now it's caliente.
Si vienen por un beneficio, tengo espíritus que me cuidan. Yo soy un ángel en la tierra, me tiran la mala y no me desaniman. Bloqueada el caco, cerrada el pecho, no escucho ni lo que mi mente me diga. Me puse un par de huevos bacano pa' mi cuerpo que habla, me dice mentira.
Introducing the bold new Caliente Cantina chicken menu from Taco Bell. Here for a limited time.
Mundo, si vienen por un beneficio, tengo espíritus que me cuidan.
You never want to lose your edge. And the Lexus RX completely understands that.
With the Dave & Buster's Eat and Play combo, you can play all new games and experience all new fun. With all new ways to experience all new games and hundreds more, only at Dave & Buster's.
Tyler Glasnow back on the mound. He'll get Pete Crow Armstrong, who touched him for a home run earlier. And Glasnow Armstrong is up. What do you know about him? What do you have to be prepared for?
This is a guy who can really run. You got to be on your toes with this guy. Think about getting downhill on the ball because he can really run. So got to expect some balls on the ground. You got to go get it because these guys can really run.
So we saw the swings and misses for Glasnow. You're out there at second base. Give me your thoughts, scouting report on Glasnow after this pitch. piece you did with Eduardo that we ran during baseball tonight. Tell us about your background, when you became the fielder you became, all the work that went into it, because it looks so natural. I'm sure at some point in your life it wasn't.
Got a boy. Yeah, I feel like that I had good hands. You know, I always was blessed with that. That's what got me to Pro Bowl, and that's what kind of gave me the opportunity to be in the big leagues.
At what age? You said young, for people at home. What does that mean?
Yeah, I'm talking about 11, 12. There was a little bit of guidance on techniques and fundamentals, and that's the most important part.
And who provided that for you?
So it was a lot of people. Freddie Benavides with the Reds organization.
Yep.
I spent leagues. I got these good hands, but I made a lot of errors just because I want to be too flashy. I wanted to be too fast. So sometimes that's not what an organization wants. You know, they want a guy who can catch a ball, get the routine outs, and you know, help the pitcher get some outs.
2-1 to Carson Kelly. Here's a question from a fan out there, Miguel Rojas, and we got a lot of them, but this question has to do with your footwear. He said, what is your favorite color of cleat to wear?
Yeah, my favorite color is actually blue.
Blue.
And, oh my God.
Oh, yes. Carson Kelly, the catcher, shaking that left hand of his.
A 94-mile-per-hour sinker just coming straight into your hands. And how difficult is it to see the baseball at the plate?
Yeah, it's tough right now, especially when you see these shadows. I mean, we got a lot of games that we played during the playoff last year with these shadows because we started a lot at 4 p.m. games. And you can see it's really hard because the home plate right now is dark, and then you got the middle part where there's a little bit of sun, and then the pitcher is in this twilight kind of sun. It's pretty tough. But going back to the shoes, I really like to wear blue shoes, and I mix it up. These ones are Kobe's. I'm a big fan of basketball. Kobe Bryant was my favorite player, and he will always be, alongside with Michael Jordan, obviously. But I'm playing in Los Angeles now, and Kobe, his foundation, and his wife and his family always taking care of us. They gave us a pair of the Dodger edition the other day. Wow. They're really fire. Come on, Glass.
You think they get a shot at the title now with LeBron and Luka? You like that?
Yeah. Our boy. So I think they got balance. And Luka is a great player. I like the way he plays. Hopefully he can come to one of our.
That's maybe even at your own expense at times for playing time.
Our boy. Yeah, I feel like this part of my career, I'm becoming more of an asset for the team. I consider myself a guy who can be an extension of the manager if he needs me to kind of approach one of the guys or help them any way I can. So that's kind of part of my job too.
1-2 to Shaw that side. Let's go back to last night, Miggy, for a second. You pitched, you came on in relief,
yep.
And you had imitations. When did the idea hatch to do the imitations, and do you have a favorite one? Because we're seeing them on the screen now.
So when I play catch in the afternoon, oh,
wow, too tight.
When I play to get some outs. So yesterday I was good for 1 inning. It's out. I was good for 1 inning, but in the second, I think so the rookie was kind of uncomfortable lifting that leg up. I don't know how he do it, but I think the Yamamoto one was my favorite for sure. Yeah.
It's got to be an uncomfortable situation here for Matt Shaw, given you can't really see it with the shadows. He nearly got hit. He checks his swing, and they will call.
Absolutely, when you don't see the ball well, you can just see the way he took it or try to hold up.
Move. Mookie. If I go in that way, I use you. Yeah, I want to take an opportunity here that we got 2 outs. And condolencias a toda la gente dominicana que han estado pasando por un momento bastante difícil y con la tragedia que sucedió. Sabemos el cantante en Venezuela fue bastante famoso y el familiar de Nelson Cruz. Nelson Cruz es parte de nuestra organización también. Quiero mandarle a toda la gente dominicana un gran abrazo de solidaridad porque todos somos latinos y estamos en este mundo y no queremos ver algo como eso. Muchas gracias, muchachos.
All the condolences, as he said, as he's preparing to go hit right now to the Dominican Republic. And with the loss of Ruby Perez, Octavio Dotel, Tony Blanco, and the sister Nelsie Cruz, the sister of our Nelson Cruz. We'll be back.
We're here with Chris Cunahan to talk about why Leaf Filter is the best choice for homeowners this season. Chris, why now?
If I'm investing in one thing this year, it's protecting my home. Clogged gutters cause big problems. Leaf Filter keeps your gutters clog-free year-round.
In any climate?
Absolutely. In blizzard condition, windstorms, downpours, Leaf Filter has you covered.
That's reassuring.
And it's backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Schedule your free inspection today. Call 833-LEAF-FILTER or visit leaffilter.com.
Being single for years, what would it do to you? Would it make you sad? Would it make you lose hope? Would it make you feel disconnected? I wouldn't know, because I'm using datemyage.com. Grab your phone or laptop. Go to Date My Age. Get started for free.
Join datemyage.com today.
Next Level Dog people give their dogs next level protection with NexGard Plus. One and done monthly parasite protection against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. Used with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Get next level protection with NexGard Plus.
And the winner is ours #1 in customer satisfaction for home wireless internet.
We just want to thank T-Mobile.
The wrap it up music already? Really?
T-Mobile Home Internet has price lock. They won't raise your rate on internet.
I didn't even get to thank my Gram.
Or tell people that with T-Mobile, there's even a plan with Paramount Plus and Hulu included.
The winner is T-Mobile Home Internet with plans starting at $35 a month with price lock.
Thank you. We're back. Miguel Rojas steps in. And we'll get to the message he was sending as he came off the field as he swings at the first one. Diving stop at third. And yes, the play is made. Outstanding effort there at third base.
Playing in even with the bag. Extended towards his left. Understand who the runner is and is able to get him out by a couple steps.
We talk about the infield play up the middle. Shaw with a diving play. And here's Ohtani. And he rolls one over to second. Playing it back was Horner, and he's able to get him. So there are 2 quick outs. What Miguel former Major League players Octavio Dotel, Tony Blanco,
she actually made phone calls as the roof had fallen to be able to talk to the president and to her brother. Just a heroic act to try to get help.
Inside the bets. You know, I got to know Octavio Dotel. I'm sure you did too, Coney. He reminds me a lot of our partner up here, Eduardo, in that he was always happy, and he presented that, and it was genuine. It was authentic.
Yes, and Miguel Rojas too is authentic for bringing that up in his time on the mic. So that shows you what kind of a leader he is.
And Kelly is on the relief of Colin Ray. Looks at strike one. Very well-pitched game. You know, a lot of people looked at the Dodgers and thought, like, invincible. And when you look at the Dodgers, you realize there are some cracks here they may have to address. We've touched on the Cubs, and we'll go back to it. But Dave Roberts recognizes the Cubs are really good. Like, they're not in that category. Because they do have overwhelming talent on the team. But
bring your hands in on a pitch. Yes, you're going to get jammed. Exit velocity, forget about it. Let's not even talk about it. But it is an unbelievable job of understanding
speed on the corners for LA.
Watch the contact point here. I'll tell you this, the adjustments that Tommy Edman has made as a Dodger compared to when he was a Cardinal are drastic. And I don't know if, as a Cardinal, he could have got him to that pitch. Was a lot more hunched over before. And watch the difference. Hunched over, leaning over the plate. Now he's straight up. Hands are higher, and the feet are more connected than with the open stance that he had before.
Teoscar lifts one into the shortstop. That's Dansby Swanson. What if he had a torpedo bat? Would it have gone further?
Maybe, yes. That's the type of swing that the torpedo's made for.
To me, lawn service is a scam. There's no lawn service for you.
Unfortunately, I don't trust them very much because I don't know what they're putting down.
Nobody's going to pay attention to your lawn like you do.
It's the whole point of owning a home is that you maintain your own lawn.
We've taken care of this lawn from day one.
I take pride in it, and when people tell me it looks good, it makes me feel even better.
Do you use a lawn service?
Absolutely not. I have you.
I know what I'm putting down when I put Scott's down. I'm putting down a great product.
You know, they say that AI is the future, but Apartments.com has been using apartmental intelligence for many years with Carl here. Describe your perfect apartment because Carl is listening.
2-bed, 2-bath, AC.
Okay.
A barbecue pit, maybe a microwave on top of the stove. A pool. Did I say a pool?
Oh, somebody's going to park. Think of it. Think of it.
That's it. That's exactly what I wanted.
Apartments.com, the place to find a place. Oh.
If you keep making that face, it's going to stay like that.
I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
USAA. Grandpa was in the military. He shared membership with your mom so she could share with you. Easy.
USAA. Check if you're eligible today.
With USPS Ground Advantage, it's like you're with us every step of the way.
Right on time.
Stay in the know from your dock to their door.
Can't get enough baseball? Get MLB Network today. Scan the QR code to stream up to 15 out-of-market games a week, live on any device. Plus, 24/7 access to MLB Network's award-winning shows, including live game look-ins and exclusive player interviews. And live radio play-by-play from all 30 clubs with MLB at bat.
Have yourself a night.
Enjoy the home of baseball from virtually anywhere. Scan now to stream MLB Network for just $6.99 a month.
Hope you're enjoying Sunday Night Baseball here on ESPN, presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Been a well-pitched game. Glasnow stays on the mound for LA. He started. Colin Ray gave way to Brett Keller. And the shadows are now gone, which now maybe shifts the ledger back to the hitters. And this is a good one in Kyle Tucker against Glasnow. He shakes off that first call and comes inside and will not get the call. He now has 5 swings and misses. He gets Tucker to roll to second, and that smooth fielding second baseman, Miguel Rojas. Tyler Glasnow.
Header this way, I'd start to like kind of come off this finger. So then when I started to throw my curveball again, I think I was coming this way, but I'd get rid of it like that. So Connor was just saying, like, if you just eliminate that middle finger to try and get it to where you're throwing it with just your middle finger again. So I just like would slide this up, and that kind of takes this out of it completely. I can't put any pressure on this finger. And then I started just throwing it in front of me again. And it just kind of, the depth started to come back, and it's just kind of how I used it.
How you see those sorts of things? Whereas before we were just guessing. He's right. I always thought it was coming out of my hand a certain way, and it was just guesswork. They've taken the guesswork out of it with pitching now, and you can spike your finger. They're doing it on change-ups now, kick changes, spike curve. Good coming out, and the depth on that pitch.
Well, there are the numbers in the upper.
Certain guys just can't figure out.
Sample size. As he has struck out 3 times, and now
the body language tells you all you need to know from Justin Turner as he's walking back to the plate with a bewildered look on his face, and that's got a lot of
tweaked his wrist, actually stealing a base. And misses have certainly climbed here lately. go into a series and you get Yamamoto and Sasaki and then Glasnow, and of course there would be Snell, who's on the IL, Kershaw coming back. That is where they
know that. Dave Roberts talks about that. We're not chasing a victory total to break records. We're setting ourselves up for the long game. We understand the depth that we have. We're a quality over quantity pitching staff right now.
Oh, and then there's the guy OTHANI, right? Who's going to be, as he's rehabilitating, they're hoping that maybe he'll be back at some point in late June. But everything is worked through the prism of get him ready for October.
Bush fouls that off. Yeah, it's a couple of months for Ohtani, and there is zero reason to rush him. Remember when Ohtani was announced as he was coming to LA, and it's not as if it's like a slam dunk, because he does create situations on your team. A pitcher, yes, that one is fouled off at the plate. It's wonderful to have him. He's the most unique and best player in baseball, but it complicates things
at times, especially when you have a Freddie Freeman that you want to get his bat in there, but you want to keep his legs fresh.
Right.
Only planning on playing in October. They're planning on going deep into October.
He's not going 50-50 if he's pitching.
Right.
He's not going to run the bases like he did last year.
Good battle going on here between Glasnow and Bush. And this ball is hammered. Right field, and the Cubs. Touch of all time for Michael Bush, his third this season. And it put Chicago up by one, no doubt about it.
You know, and slider does not get in enough and is able to beat it to the spot, staying up in the zone. Michael ball's up in the zone. Doing a good job. Talk about the swings and misses. Has not been able to get one by any of the Cubs hitters.
What an at-bat by Bush on the 9th pitch.
Yeah, and that one right there's a swing and miss.
Now, guys, last night Bush had 4 hits. He had a homer. He had 2 doubles, 4 runs, 3 RBIs in that rout. And again, reminder, he was a top 100 prospect of the Dodgers. Karma, huh? It's just amazing how that works in this world of sports that we live in. Glasnow behind 3-1. Looked like it was Trinan out there for LA. Wrapped on the ground. Mookie fields it. He goes sidearm, and that will retire Swanson. How's this feel, Eduardo, if you're Michael Bush?
Oh, it's glorious. Sees it up and knows it as soon as he hits it. Nico Horner also knows it, and Glasnow, unfortunately for him,
he knows it too.
He knows it too.
I don't want to wait or have surgery for my Dupuytren's contraction. I want a non-surgical treatment.
And if non-surgical treatment isn't offered?
I'll get a second opinion.
Take charge of your treatment. If you can't lay your hand flat, visit findahandspecialist.com to get started.
So with Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more?
Yeah, home, car, motorcycle, all bundled together. Just like that breakfast burrito.
So can I get chorizo?
Yeah, metaphorically, yeah.
Carnitas.
Just chicken. Just give me a bunch of chicken.
Oh, bacon?
Oh, wait, there isn't too much hot sauce, is there? I have a sensitive palate.
I actually like hot sauce. Can I get chips?
How about guacamole?
I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
Burritos.
Sure.
Okay.
For bundling made easy, get more with Geico.
When choosing the right gear to cut, trim, or mow your yard, Ace has all the power you need to get the job done right. Because gas or battery, your local Ace is the destination with the best power brand.
Get a report on that reason, assuming it has. Caleb Thielbar, 38-year-old veteran, 6 saves, a couple of holds. He'll throw that curveball, slider, four-seamer, and sweeper between 21% of the time and above. That's a good one that lands. Again. Bottom 6. Thielbar this season has allowed 1 hit. Opponents are batting .059 against. And that's 1 for 17. And the .059 average, 5th lowest among National League relievers, with a minimum one for 17, 2 for 18. You want to find a league near you? Go to playball.org and follow @playball on X, Facebook, and Instagram. Well, they're trying to get the vibe going. Can the dog strike 1? First time the leadoff man has been up. Will Smith did sing. And then he grounded out to Nico Horner. Buster back in. So for people that are just joining us here, Justin Steele going to have surgery. Explain what the latest is on his diagnosis and what the Cubs
will. What he had late last season, they hoped that he wouldn't necessarily need a surgical procedure. But he called Tommy Hotterby, the Cubs pitching coach, yesterday. And when you look at the trade market, there could be some really interesting options developing.
2-2. Will Smith fouls that off. All right, you've
They did it with Luis Ariz last season. The Cubs farm system is loaded. So maybe that's one potential option.
Smith, fair ball down the line into the corner. It goes. Happ will pick it up. Held at third base will be Conforto. A double for Will Smith. Second and third. Nobody out for LA in the bottom of the sixth.
And great call there by Dino Ebo at third base. You have to hold them up. No outs. You got runners.
Ian Happ as well in left field.
Not an easy play.
Getting over there, getting it back in.
Big spot for Max. That's been an issue. Max struck out and walked.
Time.
Out of the zone, only 71 out of the 304 breaking balls out of the zone have hitters chased coming into this game.
A couple years ago, 105 RBI from Muncy. Swing and a drive. Right field. Back to the track. There to make the play. Tucker. But the tying run will come in, and Max Muncy does the job. We're tied at 2.
It's a great job. He's staying in there, not chasing, and once he got it up in the air, he knew that he had done the job. Sees it, hits it off the end a little bit. But the fist bump, give it to me.
With hundreds of sales every week, eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
You want high-performance, long-lasting, affordable tools. You want Harbor Freight tools. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight. Save like never before at Spring Black Friday.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Oops. You go.
No, you go.
Oh.
Go for the handful.
Safe Light Repair. Safe Light Replace.
Nobody likes a cracked windshield. But at least you can go to safelight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Can confirm. Very easy.
SafeLight can come to you for free, and our highly trained techs can replace your windshield right at your home.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Go to safelight.com and get replacement today.
Kids, I'm sure you're wondering why your mother and I asked you that. You don't have to go to school anymore? No. What? It's because of the buffet. All you can butterfly shrimp and through the shake.
Yeah, that's the reason.
So while I'm gone, you'll roast the buffalo? I got it. That's deboned chicken meal, ground meal. Well, I'm says rolled corn, ground grain, scum, chicken, bite meal. What's in the blue?
When allergies throw a sucker, the power of Claret and deep back harder. Get fast, powerful relief of your worst symptoms, like nasal congestion. Claritin clears.
2015 to 20K was a Dodger, and that's where the relationship between he and his fan base started. Then he went to Boston. And now he's been with LA since 2023. Raven RBI Kike and K-Zone are on the same page. Ethan Roberts, who's held opponent scoreless in his 3 outings. He had 26 strikeouts in 26 2/3 innings.
He's got the right 1-2 punch for his style. The sinker and the sweeper both play off of each other.
He's ahead 1-2. Report on Carson Kelly, left-hand contusion. Got hit by a Glasnow pitch on his left hand. Taken out of the game. The glasses, Joe Kelly-esque, of course, the Dodger reliever a couple years ago. First base umpire and crew chief James Hoy.
Supposed to be caught, and give a lot of credit also again to Will Smith at third base. Watch the reaction. Both of the third baseman of Will Smith. He goes right back to the bag. A lot of people say freeze. No, don't freeze. Great play defensively. Frustration on Kike. This is an automatic take right here, right? 3-0, Shohei on deck.
Going 3-0 right here is not what you want.
No. In there, 3 balls and a strike.
To go and jump all over it. Look right there by Willis saying, does he know who's on deck?
Yeah, and perhaps Mookie didn't tell me about that.
Throw the same pitch 3-2.
He did. And Rojas went out of the zone to spoil it.
One thing hitters sometimes do is give pitchers too much credit. Sometimes the ball goes where you're not trying to throw it. Previously in the 3-1, he's probably trying to throw it like this on the 3-2 pitch. You think, oh, he painted me inside the previous pitch, and really he just kind of is spinning it in there, and it doesn't always go where you're trying to throw it.
Back-to-back sweepers, and here comes another 3-2. And this one to center. Crow Armstrong takes a few steps in. He's there. Rojas will leave Smith at third base. But it's a new ball game as we have 3 innings to go on Sunday Night Baseball. Cubs 2, Dodgers 2.
It doesn't matter where you work. If you're stuck in the same position all day, it's not good for you. That's why we created the original VeriDesk, the world's leading standing desk solution. Imagine working happier and healthier with a workspace designed for your comfort. VeriDesks are easy to set up in minutes, and they're built to last a lifetime. So invest in the best for your work and your well-being. Plan your dream workspace at Veri.com.
What's your plan, huh? Do you have one? Talking about what is your plan for a reliable source of power when the next emergency strikes. Well, check this out. It's called the Patriot Power Generator 2500, and right now it's $500 off at 4 Patriots. See, they took a page out of the military's playbook for portable solar power, and now we get to use it in our own homes. What's even better is that this solar generator can power critical appliances like your fridge, your microwave, and your CPAP machine, so that you're prepared for whatever emergency strikes next. Go to 4patriots.com now and save $500.
When they want to squeeze up, they want a squeeze up.
Deliciously delectable delectables.
Squeeze up! The DQ freezer is opening again for our 85th birthday to bring back our most wished for blizzard flavor. It's the Confetti Cake Blizzard Treat, filled with confetti cake pieces and confetti frosting. Don't be late to the party. Grab yours before the DQ freezer closes.
We've never spoken, but you've told us many things. That you love stargazing, hate parallel parking, and occasionally your right foot gets a little heavy. The Lexus ES didn't begin in the studio, it began with you.
Well, it'll become a weapon as soon as somebody like Michael Kopech comes back. Evan Phillips, they of course have Terrence Scott. Here's Blake Trinan. You see that ERA number, but it was...
the bat head and allow it to do the hammer on it. So a lot of people think, okay, you let it go deep, you're not going to get enough on it if you're not strong enough. You have to be able to hit it out front.
And we will show you exactly what he's getting at when he said, if you are not strong enough to let it get deep on you. 1-1 from the veteran righty. An all-star in 2018. Blake Trinan, 7th round pick. You got to go back to 2011 when he was taken by the Oakland A's.
1-2.
Well, you have guys that are pull hitters that are strong enough to be able, on the pull side, to be able to go deep. And guys that just aren't. This one right on the corner.
Now we take a look at the data on that. Armstrong gets into another one, sends Edman back. He's watching it. And his family on the about face from the witch, who was bewitched by Pete Crow Armstrong, second of the night.
How about that?
Mom standing right now applauding. Don't blame her one bit. My goodness, this ball went a ways. Oh, he knew it.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Her eyes.
And he's a confident kid to begin with. But boy, what a night for PCA to blast. When Pete Crow Armstrong showed up and he said, look, I love the kid, but you could tell there was something sort of California swag about him. And remember, Conforto's a West Coast kid himself. In the Washington area, he knew this guy was going to be something special. As he jumped all over Blake Trinan.
Here we go.
First 2 home runs of the season come in the game.
With that elite defense, and how much more does he have to show of this, Buster, for the Chicago Cubs to be interested in this?
Record to reward defensive players, and so it's really hard to put a number on his value.
No.
That was a great scene. Harvard Westlake High School product. Sherman Oaks, California. Mom and Dad here. He gave them a little kiss on his way back. Dad held up the number 2 for that's 2 tonight. That's 2 this season. Both of them in the entertainment industry, actors.
They're talking extensions then. When he starts doing that more regularly.
Well, you think about some of these younger players, Jaron Duran is arguably the best defensive player in baseball, not just center fielder, player in baseball.
Long time.
One-two on the way from Trinan, and Shaw holds up on it.
I don't know about you, Carl. You talk about just any position. The best defensive player I've seen in the last few years is Andres Jimenez, who's now with the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yep.
But he made some plays with the Guardians last year.
And that's going to be a hit for Matt Shaw into right field off Trinan. Think about how this game may have changed off that terrific catch by Shaw on Kike Hernandez to keep it a 2-2 game, and now he comes up with a hit. On StatCast again, presented by Google Cloud. Best speed and defense run value. Bailey's phenomenal. Doyle's a Gold Glover. We know what Ellie De La Cruz can do. Jacob Young, of course, for the Nats. He's right there. Is Pico Armstrong at the top?
You throw some power in there for tonight's game.
Tonight's game. Ask Council, is it his routes? Is it his speed? A combination? He said it's not like he takes the greatest route. He takes good routes, but speed is an incredible equalizer if you're not taking the last night 16-0 drubbing. The Cubs have been up to the task. Great scene before the game when they had roughly 8,000 Little League baseball and softball players going around the infield and outfield as the runner goes.
Actually took almost a half step more on his lead. And 0-2, it's going to be on him to get a good jump again. If he sees Trinan speeds up, he can stop.
Smith and Austin Barnes and the pitching staff, they're responsible too. They haven't thrown out a stealer yet. And a fake steal.
Perfectly done. No, he read his delivery. He came back, had enough time to be able to do so. Well-coached team.
Shaw does not have a stolen base this season.
Well, if nothing else, he's doing his job to provide a distraction for the guy on the mound. And believe me, I hated that when you're out there. You got to quicken up your delivery. You're thinking about slide stepping. You got to throw over. Everything but execution on the pitch.
He is going again. That's in there. That's called strike 3, and that will end the inning. But Pete Crow Armstrong delivers. He's got 2 tonight. One rang off that foul pole. The second one, a no doubt about it, Souvenir City for the California kid.
Have you always had trouble with your weight? Me too.
Discover the power of Wegovy.
With Wegovy, I lost 35 pounds. And some lost over 46 pounds.
And I'm keeping the weight off.
I'm reducing my risk.
Wegovy is the only weight management medicine proven to reduce risk of major cardiovascular events such as death, heart attack, or stroke in adults with known heart disease and obesity.
Don't use Wegovy with semaglutide or GLP-1 medicines or in children under 12. Don't take if you or your family had MTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are breastfeeding, pregnant, or plan to be. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or any of these allergic reactions. Serious side effects may include pancreas inflammation and gallbladder or severe stomach problems. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Wegovy may cause low blood sugar in people with diabetes, especially if you take medicines to treat diabetes. Call your prescriber about vision changes, if you feel your heart racing while at rest, or if you have mental changes. Depression or thoughts of suicide may occur. Common side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, stomach pain, flu or upset, headache, feeling tired, dizzy or bloated, gas, and heartburn. Some side effects lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
With Wegovy,
I'm losing weight.
I'm keeping it off.
And I'm lowering my CV risk.
Ask your prescriber about Wegovy.
Did they just hop from a baseball game to a show on Max without leaving DirecTV?
It's like all their
Late innings, Shohei Ohtani to the plate. New pitcher, Julian Merriweather. Good one at 96 on the outside corner to get ahead of Ohtani, who is 0 for 3 tonight. Here are the numbers on Merriweather, making his... Sometimes you just forget how good he was last year as you watch this swing and a miss again. First since Ty Cobb, top 2 in baseball in homers and stolen base. Last year, first since Willie Mays, top 2 in extra base hits. And he led the league in WAR as a primary designated hitter. 1-2. First time that's happened. 107.5 miles an hour, but it's right at Tucker, and there's one down.
And the Cubs only have one lefty in the pen, and he already threw, and he threw in his lane. That was Thielbar. They need the righties to be able to get these lefties out. And Ohtani, the big one.
Swings, and this one is to, again, the vacuum out there in center field that is Pete Crow Armstrong. Expand on.
With runners in scoring position only 7 times this season, bottom of the Dodgers lineup has really struggled, and they'll say it at 7 plate appearances. He's been walked 4 times.
And they've got 2 quick outs here.
What's up?
Well, it's odd, and I'm not sure it's something that will last very long. But Ohtani and Betts give way. What a fastball down the middle. He was on pace for 60 homers, and Dave Roberts, ever the authentic, honest guy. Remember Betts, he didn't think Betts had a chance in the Derby. He's T-Mobile multi-view showing Tommy Edmonds' defense.
All right. Here we go.
Now here's a guy that came up time and time again with the big home run for LA last year.
Keep that runner from scoring upon contact. And a runner at first. Going. Teoscar, a little check swing, excuse me. Foul ball. Boy, he nearly check swinged himself into sending Edmund to third. How about the deke at second base right here that could have probably saved the run with 2 outs? Edmund gets deked at second base. He ends up sliding into second. And who was it? His former teammate at Stanford. Oh, he's not going to hear the end of it there from Nico Horner. That's a great deke right there by Nico.
He goes goes again. He is swinging and missing, and that will end the inning. Another good job by the Cubs pen, this time Merriweather. 3-2 Cubs going to the 8th. Good game tonight.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed. Like booking the right rental car. Where's the rest of it?
Did you forget we had kids?
A friendly game staying friendly. Yo, chill, Granny.
It's a bank loan.
Or being alone during alone time. Yeah, that's not guaranteed. You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, the deals you want, and the service you deserve. Or we'll make it right. That's the AT&T guarantee.
Move over James Bond, Jack Reacher, and Jason Bourne. There's a new action hero in town.
Are you done? No, I want them all.
The Amateur is one of the most exciting spy thrillers in years. The Amateur, rated PG-13, now playing.
Organic soil from Miracle Grow has grown me the best garden I have ever had.
Good soil, and you get good results.
Look at that.
The broccoli was fantastic.
That broccoli, I think some of them were 6-7 pounds.
Comcast Business helps turn the PGA Tour into a ticketless ticketing, multi-shot tracking, birdie putt obsessing, swag securing, global broadcast orchestrating.
Will Billy be a winning?
Easy, Rich. No jinxing.
Tee-shot mashing.
Absolutely thrilling.
Game-changing golf experience. Powering the connectivity of the PGA Tour. Comcast Business.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field. We're able to use our platform and let these kids know that dreams are reachable.
It's very important to leave something behind to show our gratitude.
Together.
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 Run to get started. 73% chance right now. The Cubs hang on and win this thing. And here's Kyle Tucker against the new pitcher, the lefty Vesia. Swing and a miss from Tucker. Got a unique swing, Eduardo, as you take a look at Vesia.
Well, but the one thing he does do is he immediately puts the bat in plane. He drops that bat head and keeps it still in plane, so he understands where that bat head is.
In their first 12 games, nobody but Kyle Tucker.
It's a hard guy to get to chase, too. He controls the strike zone as well as anybody nowadays.
Greg Counsell knows, man, having a thumper like that, and he did compare him to Yelich in his prime in that sense. Like, yes. The radar for how good he is. This is a top. Sends this one to left, coming in now, going back. Porto, he cannot make the play. Foul ball. Boy, an odd route. He came in and then he went back. And the umpire here called it a foul ball. Craig Counsell may have seen some chalk fly. He may ask for a replay.
Well, first things first, I've always said it. Mouth closed, you're going to have a lot of issues. Second, not knowing. I think it hit the glove, too. It hit the line and the glove.
That's going to be a fair ball.
Yeah, watch the marking. It's right there. Oh, it does not hit the glove, but the line, clearly it's on the line. Yeah, this one will be overturned.
Think there's some evidence there?
Oh, big time.
Thinking back to tennis, I can almost hear McEnroe
Chicago
screaming.
is challenging the foul call.
Are you kidding me?
From that angle right there, it looked like it had hit the mitt, but it did not. But the line, it's clear.
Sure is.
That's why you got chalk lines. See the chalk fly.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. It was
Where the third base
so
umpire,
conditioned.
where the third base umpire's position, it's hard for him to see that far. He's closer to third base than he is down the line. So
that was funny. He did ask the crew chief, "Do I need to touch first base to go to second on a ground rule double?" And the answer. No, just goes.
Little League style.
Yes, it was.
Across the diamond.
Now Justin Turner, who's delighted. Three strikeouts for Justin Turner against. It's right. Cubs are 0 for 5, runners in scoring position. A professional hitter, Turner, can he move them on? And that is exactly what he was trying to do there.
I'll tell you this, though. Vessa better change his looks at second base because he is very slow to the plate. Look, same timing. And Tucker is a very smart runner on the bases. Gets good jumps.
They lead the league, both leagues in walks, third in OPS, fifth in slugging, second in on.
Well, that's what's missing.
They put some pressure on you. Not an easy team, and Glasnow's really good at striking out. Turner trying to get Tucker to third.
Nope.
Held up. He's going to get there by himself.
The bench, but you have to play in this situation here. Down one. One off, he'll continue to try to elevate, so he has to stay on top.
Ball 4.
And that's a
now. And with the Vesia was soft down or hard down.
And to your point, Vesia's strength is up. It's that induced vertical break he gets on his four-seamer. That is well above average, certainly at or near the top in terms
his first major league hit last night, and he did it against Miguel Rojas.
He owns him.
And Michael Busch is on Chicago. Big swing and a miss at a slider. It's 0-1.
Curveball at 81. To know the slider and curveballs threw one sinker in the whole recipe there. Then he went with the fastball four-seamer and then the slider.
Jesse, back-to-back sliders.
Time out! Here we go!
Michael Busch delivered the hit against the lefty with his team up 3-2. Kyle Tucker at third. Workman off first. He's gone. He went with a four-seam fastball. Didn't have to throw it.
Lefty on lefty, get him thinking breaking ball, classic backward style of pitching. Finish him off with a four-seamer.
At the plate. Quiet season offensively to start for Swanson. 0 for 3 tonight. Now hitting just 191.
You go home and you're able to get Tucker with one out. Infield up the middle, playing double play death. The good.
The lefty from California, Alex Vesia, with a 2.25 ERA. Very big run out there at third. He missed game at home against the Dodgers. On deck. Taking.
I give him the green light here.
He got it, and
But watch how this ball comes back and he does not panic. I think he was fortunate that he was in the dirt, did not slip on the grass.
And he swings to right. That looked like a trap. It's a single heading to third base. Workman, he's safe. And RBI Nico Horner. Two-out hit for Horner.
Teoscar Hernandez
Careful here. 2 home runs for this guy, Pete Crow Armstrong, and he went to lay one down with Workman at third.
Got 2 home runs on the night.
Try to push bunt to Rojas.
Going for a two.
Uses speed to beat it up.
All right. Okay.
Left on left, though. He's probably thinking, maybe that's my chance. I like the way the young man's thinking right here. There's nothing wrong with it.
Runner goes, and he got a chance to be picked off, and he will be. As good as the base running has been, Nico Horner off on that first delivery gets picked off. It's a 4-2 game, bottom 8 coming up.
You know, at Leaf Filter, we're proud to say we have millions of satisfied customers. Hey, there's one right now. And another. Leaf Filter stops needles, acorns, leaves, and more. No louvers, no openings, nowhere for debris to get in at all. I guess with cred like that, it's only natural to have fans. Apparently a lot of fans. Apparently a whole lot of fans. Call 833-LEAF-FILTER or visit leaffilter.com.
If you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet.
I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry about any of that. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediately. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore, and I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves, and the collar stays stiff all day. Get 20% off using code TV at collarsandco.com.
La playa is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La Playa awaits.
Imagine this is your adorable family. You want to switch to T-Mobile, but you feel stuck paying off your old phones. Don't be sad, little Kevin. Switch your family to T-Mobile, and they'll help pay off those old phones. Schnoodles! And you'll get 4 new iPhone 16s on them. I'm aware we're using puppies to tell you about T-Mobile.
As family savings, we'll give you new iPhone 16s on us. Plus, get 4 lines for $25 a line.
Shameless.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
Sunday Night Baseball on and next Sunday, the Crew will be in Houston. Series finale between Tatis Jr. and the Padres, Altuve and the Astros, 7 Eastern Time, ESPN Deportes, ESPN Radio. Eight. He allowed 2 hits. That's 3 straight shutouts by mutual option after the season, and as Buster was alluding, in a potential World Series candidate, but if for some reason they fall out, Dylan Cease and King are certainly 2 names that will be at the top of a lot of teams' lists.
A 2-hit shutout.
Yeah.
You get that baseball and put it on your mantle. You just don't see complete.
So gross, and that's a compliment.
Time out!
The sweeper run value is like off the charts. He's in the Blake Trinan category. Another compliment.
Just 24 years old.
2-2 to Conforto. Kind of hung there for him, and he fouled it straight back.
Saw him break in last year with a bang. A 1.88 ERA. 39 games.
So corner takes off. He gets picked off. Workman's kind of standing at third base. Eddie, why run there, and what's the responsibility of Workman at third base?
I think the matchup told you everything, right? With the left on left and PCA just trying to bunt. And I think maybe there was a missed sign right there, because as soon halfway to see if they can mess up the play.
3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout on a sweeper to get the leadoff man here in the 8th. Conforto down.
Well, they say back foot sliders the lefties work. And there's prime example right there. Looked like it was kind of down the middle low and just disappears off the plate down in there.
Just like that, 2 quickies in the 8th.
ACE's new Yard RX program prescribes the best lawn care, specific to your yard, delivered at our best price each season, guaranteed. From our store.
And fouls it off.
You guys are getting to that time of the game when, Dave Roberts could potentially be looking for a pinch hitter. Freddie Freeman just walked into the dugout, bat in hand.
Hey, Freddie. They went out and got Ryan Presley. There was this conversation, certainly led by Presley, because he knows how good Hodge was, about being a dynamic duo in the back of that Cubs pen.
Yes, he did.
Muncy gone. That's half of the dynamic duo. That was phenomenal work out of the pen by Porter Hutch. Coney's sitting here shaking his head like, yeah.
17 inches of horizontal break.
When migraine strikes, do you question the trade-offs of treating? Ubrelvy is another option. It works fast, and most have migraine pain relief within 2 hours. You can treat it anytime, anywhere. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur hours to days after. Side effects include nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Ubrelvy.
ACE's new Yard RX program prescribes the best lawn care, specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, now you can get a personal prescription delivered to you from the helpful folks at ACE. You'll get everything you need at our best price each season, guaranteed. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed.
ACE is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
People are good. For laughs, for snorts, for cries, and goodbyes. People are good for doing nothing or getting up to something. People are good. For you, Jim Beam. Best enjoyed together.
There's some things that work better together. Like your workplace benefits and retirement savings. Voya helps you choose the right amounts without over or under investing. Across all your benefits and savings options, so you can feel confident in your financial choices.
They really know how to put 2 and 2 together. Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
Well, the NHL season is wrapping up Thursday, so the Tuesday night games are very huge. They'll help determine playoff involving the Avs. So NHL, NBA, all concluding. And there it is, hockey night, those two. Armstrong, he's thinking 2, he may be thinking 3. There are no breaks. He is heading to third, and the ball spiked there by Rojas, who tried to hold up. As a result, 2 homers and a triple for the Roadrunner, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Coach to see if he's going to make it or not. He understands the situation. What a spark plug.
Was that you who said beep beep?
Boy, what a start for the Cubs. Again, looking for insurance here in the 9th inning. And Crow Armstrong has been the straw, stirring it all. Infield in. Was fouled off at the plate by Amaya.
Talk about a competent base runner, right? I mean, he never doubted. Right out of the box, he says that's a triple.
Try to get that extra run to keep Freddie Freeman from being an impact in the next bottom half of the inning.
Wow.
Foul off at the plate. Well, the Cubs and Craig Counsell know it. I mean, the way the Padres are playing right now. Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Padres are there, Rangers, at Dodgers, at This may be the biggest stretch of their entire season as far as competition goes, and they're playing really well. They got a chance to win this series, but my goodness, a lot better.
What's the thing they got at Wrigley in the bleachers with the cup snake thing?
Yeah, the beer cups.
The beer cups.
Bunch of them. He likes to buy them from the left field bleacher folks. We'll be at Wrigley this year. Looking forward to that. Always a special trip. Getting to Wrigley to see the Cubs play at home in one of the great ballparks, one of the great summer cities in America.
Dinner?
Block.
It's a fun team to watch. Athletic, young. You can dream on this team. You can dream on some of these young players, including.
They'd love to see this guy get on track. Matt Shaw swing late. Didn't look comfortable at all on that slider.
Thought for a second you were going to say dinner was going to be complicated.
I knew you were going to go there. By saying, Buster, it's complicated, but you stole the thunder. People at home are wondering what. Ace triple going by the dashboard. 4-2. Kike, Ohtani will bat in the bottom of the 9th, and Freddie's looming.
Check it out. At Planet Fitness, you can get free unlimited fitness training.
We're not slowing down. I'm checking my form.
55, lifting 70.
We're just gonna keep showing up. Showing up.
Showing up.
You coming?
Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, April 11th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Taxes was taxing. Now taxes is relaxing when you file for free.
I can file for free? Percent of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. I can file for free.
Now this is taxes. File for free with TurboTax Free Edition and get the most money back guaranteed.
This is where it begins. A blank canvas, untethered by tradition rules, where we're free to create what was, bound only by imagination and the laws of physics. But we're working on that. Welcome to Genesis.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by taking Allstate first.
Is that your card?
Yeah. No. No.
Lucky to check your son's clothes first. Start going through the car wash.
Darn it.
Yeah, like smart. So check Allstate first, and even more, you click or call. You're in the hands of Allstate.
15th of April, of course, is Jackie Robinson Day, and those are authentic shoes. As they will be celebrating Jackie Robinson across Major League Baseball. Eduardo actually has a pair of those sweet kicks up here.
Tuesday, and there's Smith. Ken Griffey Jr.
For Shohei Ohtani. The numbers for Presley in 7 games after Hodge was so good. There's a strikeout, and he went with a curveball. You saw the strikeout rate at 6%. He's better than that, and that right there showed it. Here comes Freeman.
Presley's always had a signature curveball that spins like a buzzsaw.
And that terrific Cubs defense pays dividends and prevents Ohtani from coming to the plate as the tying run.
It's 102 miles per hour off the bat. And Dansby Swanson. Watch the footwork right here. He's
leather and lace.
The Dodgers started 8-0. They are in danger of losing 6 of 9 after that start, and Shohei got touched by that ball ricocheting off the ground.
Thanks, bud.
Watch Presley come tumbling too. You can see Shohei, anytime you get a full swing from Shohei, even the pitcher flinches a little bit, but you can see that almost got him as well.
0-2, Cubs trying to win the series. Ohtani on the ground. The Chicago Cubs use pitching, base running, and a Pete Crow Armstrong night to remember to take 2 of 3 from the Los Angeles Dodgers. They win it 4-2.
Third consecutive series that the Dodgers end up losing. 2 on the road, and now this one here at home against the Cubs.
Colin Ray with a big effort today, stepping in for a devastating injury to Justin Steele. Kind of gives them a big lift.
No question, you're right. And the way that they have responded to that news, And the way that Pete Crow Armstrong performed in front of mom, dad, and a whole bunch of other folks who were rooting for him, given his background, being from Sherman Oaks, California, not far from here. A special, special night for the Chicago Cubs and that kid right there. And there are mom and dad. Buster Olney standing by to talk with PCA.
That's right, I'm here with Pete. What was this night like for you to do this in Dodger Stadium?
Well, yeah, I mean, coming home is always nice, but, you know, it's a great baseball team, and I've enjoyed coming here the last 2 years and definitely rising to the quote-unquote occasion, but, I mean, Colin started it off great, and it felt really nice having the bullpen come in and just shut stuff down, and we just got to do the rest.
What does it mean for you guys to come in here and take 2 or 3 from a team like that?
That's big. I mean, if we can take 2 or 3 out of every team, that's pretty ideal, but, you know, doing it to these guys is nice. We saw some good arms, and we still made it work, so it's a very nice series going into San Diego for us.
Walk us through your 2 home runs.
That was my first time ever facing Glaz, so, you know, he's obviously got pretty electric stuff, and I just had to be on time for the heater, and I was that first at bat, thankfully, but you know, then he got me pretty good the next one, and then Trinan, I just got a cutter, and I just ran my barrel into it, I guess, but a lot of good at bats from us this weekend, and you know, Bushy had a really good series for himself, and you know, Nico coming up with that big hit at the very end was huge.
It looked like you motioned toward your folks sitting behind home plate. Yeah. What was that like?
That's very special. That's the best part about being able to come back out and play, you know, at home. I got elementary school teachers in the outfield and a lot of friends scattered all over the place, but getting to be with my parents is always special.
Pete, thanks.
Thank you, Buster. Have a good one.
Yeah, you could tell that was special with the kiss to his mom and dad, and you knew there were a whole bunch of folks here. Let's go over Pete Crow Armstrong's night. He rang the foul pole for his first homer.
Yeah, first pitch he saw, rang it, but this one was the impressive one. Going deep into right center field, he knew it as soon as he hit it as well.
The light was green the entire way as he legged out a triple. And he was recording the second fastest time from home to third in baseball this season behind Corbin Carroll. He did it in 11.22 seconds. Next Sunday, look forward to seeing you from Houston for the series finale between Fernando, Manny, the Padres against Altuve and the Astros. 7 Eastern, ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Radio. Our coverage starts at 6 Eastern with Baseball Tonight, Sunday Night Countdown. For everybody involved with Sunday Night Baseball, Carl Ravitch saying enjoy the hockey and thanks for being with us.
So after some Sunday Night Baseball, we have some Sunday Night Hockey for you. Welcome to the Verizon pregame. Down in Anaheim, the Colorado Avalanche wrapping up the regular season tonight. One of the newcomers to the Avs, Brock Nelson, is going to be key for them in the Stanley Cup playoffs, as will Charlie Coyle, as the Avs are destined for a postseason matchup with the Dallas Stars. On the other side, an NHL debut, the rookie lad for Ian Moore, the youngster out of Harvard, making his NHL debut here tonight for the Ducks against the Colorado Avalanche. Along with Cassie Campbell-Pascal and our ESPN crew, Roxy Bernstein with you. And the Avs are trying to get ready a week away from the Stanley Cup playoffs. And this is a team that's riding 2 hot goaltenders into the postseason.
Yeah, 2 goaltenders that don't have a ton of playoff experience, but nonetheless, they've been really important in solidifying the goaltending situation that wasn't so good early in the season. Mackenzie Blackwood will not start tonight, but he's been excellent for the Avs. Again, just been so sharp, some trust they have between the pipes and him. It's going to be Scott Wedgwood that gets the start. This is his 4th start in the last 8 games. I love the way Jared Bednar has gotten Mackenzie Blackwood some rest. You know he's going to be the starter in the playoffs, but also getting Wedgwood some reps as well in case he's needed.
On the other side for the Ducks, no Stanley Cup playoffs for the 7th consecutive season, but there is a lot of optimism and hope around this organization. They're headed in the right direction with all this young firepower, especially the emergence of Cutter Gauthier.
Well, not just hope, but growth. You saw a lot of young players take another step in this year. Cutter Gauthier, obviously his first season, he played every single game, which is amazing. You remember, he started on the 4th line at times. He's worked his way up into a top 6, 5 goals in his last 3 games. Debate whether he's a center or a wingerman. He showed some explosiveness from the wing. He's got a lethal shot, and we've seen it a ton lately. 20 goals now in the season, one of 5 players for the Ducks to do so. And then you've got Jackson Lacombe. Let's face it, last year, 17 points, okay? He's already jumped up to 43 points. Looks really comfortable on the back end, a good puck mover, good skater, offensive side to his game. He's grown defensively, so they've had a lot of growth with some young guys in this organization.
Approaching the opening face-off. It's the regular season finale for Colorado. We go to the studio next with Arda and Weeksy. And back here for the drop of the puck, Sunday Night Hockey, the Avs and the Ducks.
Investment opportunities are everywhere you turn. But at T. Rowe Price, we're letting curiosity light the way, asking smart questions about opportunities like advances in healthcare and how these innovations will create a healthier world tomorrow. Better questions, better outcomes.
Welcome to Visible, the ultimate wireless hack. It's one line, powered with unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network for just $25 a month. Stream, scroll, browse, and connect with great coverage, plus unlimited hotspot included. That's a top-tier network at a budget-friendly cost. But you already knew all that, didn't you? Visible. Live in the know.
The future is here. We've been creating it for more than 100 years. From the most advanced technology to the broadest, most reliable network of sales and service dealers, always moving forward. We lead, others follow.
Check it out, fellas. Stand and play.
The IS. When did it begin for you?
The cantina chicken menu, but now it's caliente.
Mundo, si vienen por un beneficio, tengo espíritus que me cuidan. Yo soy un ángel en la tierra, me tiran la mala y no me desaniman. Bloqueada el casco, cerrada el pecho, no escucho ni lo que mi mente me diga. Me puse un par de huevos bacanos pa' mi cuente habla, me dice mentira.
Introducing the bold new Caliente Cantina chicken menu from Taco Bell. Here for a limited time.
Mundo, si vienen por un beneficio, tengo espíritus que me cuidan.
I got this $1,000 camera for only $41 on DealDash.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56. I got this barbecue smoker for $26.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
Right this second at some convenience store somewhere, man, I'm thirsty. Someone really wants a soda. But that same someone's stuck between something with too much buzz or something way too boring. What if there were a better soda?
Hey, yo! Read the sign.
Weird policy, but okay.
Get a poppy.
Okay, that's what's up. A soda with 5 grams of sugar?
Drink it, you buy it.
Dude, yes.
Guess I'm buying it.
Hockey Night is presented by Hotels.com. Final preparations, Avs and Ducks. How about Marty Necas? 27 points in 29 games since being traded. Dirt, indeed. Hello, everybody. Kevin Weeks, Arda O'Cal will be with you here throughout the intermission. So the playoff matchups are starting to take shape and being finalized. Several already in the books, including the Colorado Avalanche and the Dallas Stars for the second straight year. Man, the Central is a powerhouse. That one's going to be fun.
It's going to be really exciting. That is the Rantanen Bowl, too. That is the headline. Longtime Colorado Avalanche ace Mikko Rantanen now with the Dallas Stars by way of the trade.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Last year, the Colorado Avalanche did not lead in that series until the third period of Game 5. What's your outlook of this series this time around?
Well, I certainly think it's a series that can go 7 just based on these two teams and the talent on their respective rosters. What I would also say is they say styles make the fights. So stylistically, I'm interested to see how these two teams match up. A lot of firepower on both rosters for sure.
For the Avalanche, Scott Wedgwood, Mackenzie Blackwood, who do you think starts game 1?
I told you I wasn't really sure, Ards, in the pre-show meeting.
You did.
I think Mackenzie Blackwood might get that start. He's been outstanding and certainly been everything they expected he would be when they acquired him from San Jose. Maybe a bit better, but Scott Wedgwood has been outstanding as well. He may see time in the series, and he also played for the Dallas Stars as well and took his game to the next level with Dallas. But he's been an excellent 1A compliment so far in Colorado.
Had an awesome mask in Dallas, too.
Yeah, that was fire.
Turtles motif.
That was fire.
Beautiful. Chef's kiss.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that and also news of the weeks, but time to drop the puck in Anaheim with Cassie Campbell-Pascal. Here is Roxy Bernstein.
Let's go.
Arda, the Avs and the Ducks. And for Colorado, their regular season finale, they'll have a week before they begin those Stanley Cup playoffs against the Stars. And Colorado will have in goal tonight Scott Wedgwood making the start. And there are his numbers on the year. And Wedgwood, who has wins in 7 of his last 8 starts, really clicking here down the stretch, and a goals against under 2 since he joined the Avalanche in the trade coming over from Nashville. On the other side, Lukáš Dostal makes another start for the Ducks, who's taken over, it seems, Cass, the #1 netminder for Greg Cronin.
Yeah, he's been excellent, especially with the injuries to John Gibson. You know, you can just tell he continues to get more and more confidence as he's gotten more games here this season for Anaheim.
The Ducks have some issues they're trying to build upon, but goaltending is not one of them. Their goaltending has been solid this year, top 10 in the league in save percentage, as we're underway from the building formerly known as the Pond. Our starting lineup's brought to you by Roundup. And the Avalanche, as you see the lines coming across, and some familiar names are missing tonight. And a number of them didn't make the trip here to Southern California. As a shot from the wall never got through to Wedgwood from Jackson Lacombe. And here comes Colorado up ice with Nelson. Brock Nelson leaves it for Martin Necas, trailing the play, shot, and missing the net was Colorado with a good chance off the rush right there. It was Sam Girard, the defenseman. Held in by the Avs and Nelson. And taken away by Nikita Nesterenko in Anaheim, trying to push it through center.
It's amazing how fast Colorado gets out of their zone, up the ice. The defensemen join the attack almost every time. And it just happens so quickly and can catch team off guard. You see that Girard, that latest chance.
Well, Kiviranta driving the net, trying to drag it across to his backhand. And Malinsky misses the net, cycles it around, jumping up as Wyatt Ahmet, who made his NHL debut yesterday in their loss up the road in LA against the Kings.
You know, you think about it, the Avalanche not playing a lot of stars in this lineup as they rest them on this road trip, but you don't think this game's important for guys like Ahmed, Ashawn, Inala, Wagner. This is important. They want to be in this NHL lineup one day, so this is a big game for them.
With speed through center, Parker Kelly into the Anaheim zone. Leaves it for Jimmy Vesey, one of the mid-season acquisitions for the Avs. Anaheim also, this is a team that still is fighting to get to 500 or better and finish off the season on a positive note, trying to finish above 500 for the first time in 7 years.
Yeah, and when you're out of it, you have to find those other little goals.
A turnover, Parker Kelly, a shot that missed the net from the boards. And a shot, a riser that hit the back glass from Jack Drury. And at center, it's Middleton for Colorado.
You know, those other little things that motivate you as a group. Let's try and finish 500. Let's try to win our last few games. You know, at least win 2 of the next 3. That's kind of a mindset. You just have to, you know, reevaluate everything, reset your goals here as you know you're out of the playoffs.
Young defenseman Ian Moore, 74 in orange, moving it up ice in his National Hockey League debut tonight. Jackson Harkins leads it, Ratko Gudas, and that's sticked aside by Wedgwood. Curling up is Lundestrom for Anaheim, and Gudas plays it back down low. TJ Tynan, who is out there, just called up today from the AHL and getting an opportunity in game 82 for the Avs. He's had a cup of coffee in the league. Sam Colangelo tees it up, and is saved by Wedgwood. As Colangelo, a product of Western Michigan, who won the national championship yesterday, and he was so proud of the Broncos for doing that. And he was still grinning from ear to ear this morning at the morning skate about Western Michigan's national championship last night. Mason McTavish losing control of the puck, and Natchez now for Colorado. Tries to send it across to the left point, where it's deflected by a stick, and now Anaheim brings it out with McTavish. Just over 3.5 minutes in. Pretty good pace, and Colorado's had a couple of good chances early. Here is Brock Nelson for the Avs. Natchez had it taken away by McTavish. Terry into the zone. Delays. Hits the trailer and a shot and a save. That was Ian Moore bidding on his first NHL shot, and a save by Scott Wedgwood. Driving wide in a backhand, and Charlie Coyle pushes it off into the corner. Back to the line for Middleton. Throws it on net, gloved and hung on to by Dostal, and a face-off inside the Duck zone. So look at the Colorado bench, and Cass, these are the guys that aren't here. McKinnon, Makar, Ross Colton, Devon Taves, Ryan Lindgren, Valerian Chushkin is here but not playing. The same with Arturi Lehkonen. But Jared Bednar optimistic they'll have all those guys for game one against Dallas.
Yeah, the only guy he seemed to be a little worried about was Ryan Lindgren, who they got in a trade from New York. And, you know, Josh Manson skating looks like he's going to be back in time for playoffs, but that was really the only question mark Jared Bednar had for us when we spoke to him this afternoon.
Jack Ashawn goes back to get it for Colorado with some speed from behind his own net. Headmans and tipped in deep by Colorado. Dostal leaves it for Ratko Gudas. And exiting the zone, Leo Carlson can't handle it, and Colorado takes control of their own blue line. Ashawn plays it across to his partner. Touched to center ice by Logan O'Connor, and the entry for Colorado. Stick handling, drawing it to the backhand, and then getting the stick tied up was Jack Drury. Drury in the corner, losing control, and Strome now for Anaheim, a turnover. Colorado putting pressure on a shot, and a save by Dostal, and a good chance driving the slot by Parker Kelly. Another high grade A chance for Colorado.
Well, this shift is all about Parker Kelly. Comes back through the middle of the ice on a defensive posture, and then just watch him open himself up a little give and go down low. As Dostal has a little argument with the official, comes out of his net, but Parker Kelly just a nice job on the defensive side of puck in the offensive zone, and that creates that opportunity for him.
Face-off win for the Avs. At the line, shot saved Dostal as he saw it all the way off the stick of Sam Olinsky. Minchikov tied up along the wall for Anaheim. Loose puck, and the Avs jump on it again. Spinning around, knocked down by Parker Kelly, and a pass across, and the stick tied up of Jimmy Vesey on the doorstep. Vetrano slams it over to Minchikov as Anaheim moves out.
This line here with Vesey and Drury and Kelly, they want to start in the playoffs.
Good touch pass, Zegras now the trailer. Hellison, a shot, hit the post! Some steam behind that one from Drew Hellison. Now lugging it through center. Chris Wagner slams on the brakes, and he cycles it low for the Avalanche. Isaac Lundestrom poking it free. Ducks have been off since they lost 6-1 in LA on Thursday to the Kings, where the LA Kings had 3 power play goals in that game that Greg Cronin was still steaming about today.
He was.
Bouncing puck, and that flutters in on the netminder Dostal, and he hangs on, and a face-off will come inside the Anaheim zone. But the Avs, who played yesterday, Caps, they got some jump tonight.
Well, off the rush, they get a great chance from Hellison that just goes off the post, but there's no score in this game.
McDonald's meets the Minecraft universe with a Minecraft movie meal.
Sorry, honey, it's a work thing.
Mine's also a work thing. I just need someone to cover my shift.
So is mine. Alan says your business vehicle is now covered with Progressive.
Protected 24/7, just like your home and auto.
Oh, that's great.
So dinner time's just phone time now?
Sorry. You know, I heard that ground turkey is the healthiest poultry.
You know what? Never mind. Just be on your phones.
So much.
So excited for book club.
See you tonight. Bye.
Hey Meta, how can I rearrange my living room to feel more nautical?
Rearrange furniture in angular shapes to evoke a ship's layout.
Hey Meta, give me some clever whale pun names for these appetizers.
Humpback hummus, narwhal nachos.
Cute.
The whale represents the vastness of life and the meaninglessness of existence.
Can I get some discussion starters for Moby Dick? Let's start with revenge.
The all-new Infiniti QX80, a 450 horsepower twin-turbo beast of luxury.
Invest in an Infiniti without new tariffs during the once-in-a-springtime event.
ESPN Hockey Night is presented by Hotels.com. Find your perfect somewhere in the Hotels.com app. And in part by McDonald's. Over the years, some of the big names that have played for both the Avs and the Ducks, including a cup winner here in Anaheim, Teemu Selanne. Saw Sandis Ozolinsh in there.
Yeah, Yari Curry. You know, I sit with Yari Curry on the Hockey Hall of Fame selection committee, so I get a chance to speak with him once a year as he comes over to Toronto from Finland, and just a great person, obviously a great player for the Edmonton Oilers in particular all those years.
Streaking to the net and trying to tap it in short side, but it went wide off the stick of Miles Wood, who was a scratch in LA yesterday, was dealing with an illness, but ready to go tonight for Colorado. Sticked around by Wedgwood. This puck corralled over near the Anaheim, or rather the Colorado bench, as McTavish is stealing the offensive zone. Circles away from Eric Johnson. Gloved down by Troy Terry along the half wall. Lays it to the right point. Radko Gudas through traffic. That hit a body, never got through to Wedgwood. Pressure here from Anaheim and Terry. He plays it down low, but Eric Johnson steps in the way for the Avs. And Johnson backhands it in deep from center and peels off for a change.
This is one of those games for a goaltender in Scott Wedgwood where obviously you have a depleted lineup, a lot of guys at home or not playing this evening, and so you don't have that defensive core that you normally have in front of you, and you got to be ready for anything.
Good check right there by the veteran Alex Killorn. Leo Carlson, loose puck in the zone. Trying to jam it free is Gauthier. Pinching in from the point, Drew Hellison for Anaheim. And taken at center by Logan O'Connor for the Avs. Maybe Ranta tied up along the boards there by Minchikov of the Ducks. Backhand from Gauthier and a loose puck batted around to the center circle. Doubling back for Charlie Coyle. Coyle picked up in that trade from Boston at the deadline. Across the line, Parker Kelly, and a drive that hit the back glass and missed the net. Pass intercepted. Wide Amet. Now into the zone, played around by Jimmy Vesey. High touch waved off. Met for the Avs. Vesey along. Back to get it. Ian Moore, the young defenseman out of Harvard who signed his NHL contract yesterday. Finished the season with Harvard this year and was playing down in the AHL with the Ducks' top affiliate, the San Diego Gulls.
Showed you some nice strength there and quick feet as he led that breakout with some pretty heavy forecheck from the Avs. Just really nice calm and presence back there early in this first period.
I was texting with one of the coaches in San Diego, Brett Hedican, longtime NHL player, and he was raving about Moore and how his game will translate to the NHL. We'll get to see it tonight. Losing an edge, blowing a tire is Jack Ashawn, but then Colorado gets the puck back. TJ Tynan down the wing. Leaves it for the trailer, Chris Wagner. Going point-to-point Middleton. Now to the middle, Girard. A shot, and that one popped over the glove to the back wall behind Dostal. And Colangelo muscles it out of the zone. Pete Middleton plays it across for Colorado. Got 6-3 in favor of the Avs, who've had the better scoring chances, although Anaheim is in a post already. Brock Nelson weaves his way through center. Nelson cutting down the slot, trying to connect with Miles Wood. Back to the point, intercepted by Anaheim, and Troy Terry weaves his way. Terry spins, gets ridden into the wall by Nelson. And now Brock Nelson jumping on the puck, and he was one of those big trades that surprised a lot of people at the deadline. Coming to Colorado. Shot, missing the net was Nestorenko for the Ducks. McTavish in the corner for Terry. Plays it back to the point for Hellison. And his shot from the point blocked in front. And it just does roll over the blue line as Martin Naitch is there to make sure it got out of the zone for Colorado.
And how good was it? You mentioned Brock Nelson getting 2 goals against the Kings, you know, making him feel a little bit more comfortable with his new team as they head into the playoffs. I was watching that game and I thought, you know, not necessarily the monkey off the back because he's had some goals in a Colorado uniform, but just, you know, that extra little tap of feeling good when you get on the offensive side of things.
Kick back into the Colorado zone by Coyle. Trying to move out Colorado, but intercepted and a steal by Cutter Gauthier for Anaheim. Killorn leaves it for Moore across the line. His shot, and it's swallowed up by Wedgwood. 9:08 to go in the opening period. Scoreless in Anaheim between the Avs and the Ducks.
The NCAA Gymnastics Championships.
This is the best gymnastics I've seen all season.
Who will rise up and be crowned champion? April 17th and 19th on the networks of ESPN and ABC.
Being single for years, what would it do to you? Would it make you sad? Would it make you lose hope? Would it make you feel disconnected? I wouldn't know, because I'm using datemyage.com.
You can feel safe and secure to explore meaningful connections with interesting and mature singles. Join datemyage.com today. Discover verified profiles, shared interest, and a thriving community of mature singles.
If you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet.
I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry about any of that. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediately. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore, and I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves, and the collars stay stiff all day. Get 20% off using code TV at collarsandco.com.
So this was over the weekend. Gabriel Landeskog finally getting back on the ice in a game for the first time since the 2022 Stanley Cup final. Had a goal and an assist for the AHL Colorado Eagles last night, and potentially could be an option for Jared Bednar when the playoffs start against the Stars.
Well, the crowd was just buzzing. Even when he got a penalty last night, they were chanting his name. But what a welcome sight that would be for Jared Bednar and his staff. And you know, the interesting thing to me too, Roxy, was that he had to play back-to-back games, as you do in the AHL on the weekends, and doesn't seem any worse for wear.
And seemed to be better in game 2 than he was in game 1. Ian Moore, tough angle shot. It pinballs over to the left point, where it's played down low by Jacob Trouba.
You know, the thing for Landeskog to me is they never gave anyone else the captaincy. It's like they believed in him, they knew he was going to come back, and I think that says all you need to know about how important his leadership is to this organization.
The perseverance to battle through the multiple surgeries and finally make it back to a professional hockey game over the weekend and potentially jumping right into the Stanley Cup playoffs. That one lifted in from center by Jiri Inola, who was recalled Friday from that Colorado club. 6th different stint for the Avs this season for Inola. Back to the Colorado zone, and Jack Ashawn, who was also recalled on Friday. A lot of the call-ups and the Colorado AHL players getting an opportunity with the banged-up Avs here for the final couple of games of the regular season.
And that'll be good for those guys too when they go back to play in the AHL, you know, maybe playing a little faster, getting an opportunity to have this NHL competition here.
Erik Johnson back for his second tour of duty with the Avs. Gets it in deep. Drew Hellison plays it for Colangelo. Mishandled the puck, but recovered by Isaac Lundestrom for the Ducks. Approaching 7:20 to go in this opening period. Here is Samuel Girard. Plays it back for the veteran Erik Johnson. Former #1 overall pick. Erik Johnson drafted way back in 2006 by the St. Louis Blues. Mason McTavish peels away from traffic as the Ducks are on home ice after a tough loss the other night. They've won 3 straight home games. And the last time here was a dramatic comeback, which could prove to be costly for the Calgary Flames. Calgary had a 3-1 lead on Wednesday night here. Anaheim tied a record for the 2 fastest goals in franchise history. They scored twice in the 3rd period within 8 seconds of each other. And Cutter Gauthier got the winner in overtime in a 4-3 comeback for the Ducks here against Calgary on Wednesday. Through center, here comes Colorado. Off to the wing, Kiviranta. Trying to connect down low with Logan O'Connor. And Gauthier knocks it away. And here is Troy Terry moving out of his own zone. He just lifts it back toward the Colorado zone.
And that's another part of the growth of the organization too. Down 3-1, your ability to come back and press in games where you're not in an ideal situation. So another one of those growing moments we talked about off the top of the show for Anaheim against Calgary.
Puck battle in the corner. Now tied up along the wall. Parker Kelly there for Colorado, trying to dig it out against Leo Carlson, the young 20-year-old centerman for the Ducks. Just chewing up some clock, and that one finally sent around by Vesey. Middleton to the line. Jack Ashawn loses control of the puck, and here come the Ducks, and they just flip it in, needing a change.
Another nice shift there by Ian Moore. Just steady Eddie back there so far here for Anaheim.
He's been impressive here in this first period.
Just simple, keeping his game simple. He's got tons of friends and family here watching, and
some of his college teammates from Harvard on hand.
they have their jerseys all taped up with his name.
Zegras trying for the back door, and a golden opportunity as Frank Vetrano couldn't slam it shut. Here is Gudis, and a shot that gets blocked up top, goes over the crossbar, and goes behind the net. Here is Zegras down low. This damage, this line really putting some pressure on the Colorado Avalanche. Goes behind Vetrano, picked up by TJ Tynan. And here come the Avs countering. Penalty coming up to Anaheim as Wedgwood head to the bench for the extra attacker here. About to get our first power play of the night. Malinsky plays it back. Natchez. Now it's Brock Nelson into the zone. Plays it off for Kiviranta. Cross ice shot and a save by Dostal off the stick of Miles Wood. But the power play coming up for Colorado as the Ducks will be shorthanded here with 4:17 left in the opening period.
Anaheim penalty number 77 is a 2-minute minor for slashing.
It'll be Frank Vetrano with a slashing penalty, the one-handed slash to the hands of the Colorado Avalanche player, Inala.
Wayne Gretzky.
Who's Wayne Gretzky?
He was accepted into the Hall of Fame.
That's nice. But with Discover, I get accepted basically anywhere. No, I got it, Dwayne Gretzky.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs Bracket Challenge is back.
Oh, yeah, baby!
And now it's time to take your shot. Face off against family and friends. And see if you can predict this year's playoffs.
McDavid shoots and scores!
Can you pick the perfect bracket and claim the ultimate prize? A trip to a 2025-26 NHL event. Sign up today for a chance to win exclusive prizes at NHL.com/bracket.
Colorado about to go on a power play as the head coach of the Avs, Jared Bednar, with us. And the start by your team, the jump you have after playing yesterday and some young guys getting an opportunity, what do you see from your team so far tonight?
Yeah, I like the energy on the bench and on the ice. I think we're skating hard, getting in and out of our zone pretty clean here so far, and looks like our guys are ready to roll here. You know, we benefit from the afternoon game yesterday and got a little bit of rest last night, so this one isn't so bad on the back-to-back.
How about that Drury-Kelly VC line? They're debuting maybe for a playoff opportunity. They've been good here in the first.
Yeah, they have. Those guys all have the same mentality. They're going to go to work out there, skate hard, work hard, check hard, and yeah, I like the way they fit together so far here tonight.
Jared, thanks for doing this. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Power play for Colorado, and the power play brought to you by Kohl's. As Anaheim gets it out of the zone and trying to set it up. And it's going to be interesting watching a Colorado power play that does not have Cale Makar running it.
And Nathan McKinnon out there, and Nichushkin standing in front.
Jack Drury leaves it for Natchez in the corner against the Duck power or penalty kill unit that has struggled this year. Natchez along the wall, moving up toward the blue line, looking for an angle. Down low on the goal line, Charlie Coyle tries to jam it in, and the save by Dostal, but held in by Colorado. Natchez walks in. Natchez looking. Pass. One-timer from the corner, and Nelson with a shot and a save by Dostal. Coyle plays it down low. Hustling after it is Drury, getting some power play time. Bank back to the point, and Coyle weaves his way around Lundestrom. Lundestrom steps in front of the pass. 40 seconds left in the power play, and Gudas will have a chance to clear it and sends it down the ice for Anaheim.
How about the hustle by Sam Malinsky there, getting an opportunity on the power play to keep that puck in that allows the Avs to get a few more chances on the power play.
The penalty kill unit for the Ducks, they gave up 3 power play goals to LA at Crypto.com on Thursday night. Here is Girard. 15 seconds left in the minor to Vetrano. That one slides over the blue line. Girard back to get it with pressure from Carlson. Getting set to rejoin Vetrano. Kiviranta into the corner. Pass in front, shot, and a save by Dostal off Tynan, and then it's tied up in the corner. The Ducks have killed off the Colorado power play as Vetrano centers it. Weaving his way through is Carlson. Drops it for Killorn, and he backhands it along. Girard steps in front of that pass. Inside 2 minutes to go in this opening period. Shots are 8-4 Avs. Miles Wood trucks it into the zone. Had it roll off his tape, and it's poked away by Jackson Lacombe. And the puck that goes over the glass and into the crowd, and the clock stops with 1:40 left in the period.
You missed his turn at the Piñata because you were busy not missing hockey. Watch in-game highlights, stories, and post-game recaps only with the NHL app.
1:40 remaining in this opening period with Cassie Campbell-Pascal, our rules expert Dave Jackson, Arden Weeksy in the studio, Roxy Bernstein with you from the Honda Center in Anaheim. It's been an all-California theme on ESPN today. The Warriors and Clippers that went overtime in the NBA this afternoon. Sunday Night Baseball up the road at Dodger Stadium. We're hanging out at the Honda Center.
You're Mr. California. I mean, every time I do a game with you here, you know everybody in the building. You know their sister, their brother. It's, hey, that's your new nickname for me, Mr. California.
I've been called worse, trust me. Nice job with Minchikov there in the glove to push it along. Trying to wrap around and unable to control it is Chris Wagner. Lifted out by Troy Terry. McTavish across the blue line. Enters the zone. McTavish from the top of the circle. Score! Mason McTavish! 1-0 Ducks!
Well, Chris Wagner had a chance. He had a chance to put the shoulder to the chest of McTavish, and he doesn't take the opportunity as he walks literally just across the blue line, creates some time and space, brings Wedgwood a little far out to his right than he would like to be. Shoots this through a screen, top shelf far side. But it was the play at the blue line. Wagner just had a chance to step up on him and really make him pay for coming across the blue line, and doesn't, and it ends up in the back of his net.
22nd for McTavish, which leads Anaheim. And he has been on a heater the second half of the year. McTavish, 32 points in his last 34 games after just 19 in his first 40. And here come the Ducks again. Strome ridden off the puck. And Colorado with Natchez, who fans on a pass and recovers. Plays it rink wide, cutting in. Shot, saved Dostal, and it goes over the glass into the crowd. As a shot in tight there, fired by Miles Wood.
Mason McTavish, another one of those young Ducks players. That 20 goals is Dostal has to make the latest save on the Avs as they come right back at him. Again, a defenseman jumping up into the play, and Malinsky with this latest opportunity. But you know, if this is a meaningful game for the Avs, and you know if this is a playoff game for the Avs, Wagner makes that hit at the blue line, shoulder to chest. And it's just the emotion is lacking for a team that obviously knows where they're going, and Chris Wagner knows what his role is as well, and probably going to be going down to the AHL, and that's just the difference when it's a bit of a meaningless game.
Dropped off for Malinsky as Anaheim comes in offside with 26.3 to go in the opening period. A 1-0 lead for the Ducks on McTavish's 22nd of the year. Coming up on the NHL schedule tomorrow, the Avs will see the Dallas Stars in the playoffs visiting the